Welcome to the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. It's the start of the 2025 NTT INDYCAR season, and we are delighted to be bringing you watch-along coverage once again. This 1.8-mile, 14-turn street circuit has provided us with fantastic races since 2003. It's race 1 of 17. Last year's winner, Pato O'Ward, looks stronger again this year, but it's Scott McLaughlin on pole position. Hello everybody, welcome to INDYCAR in 2025. It all starts here. 17 races around the United States, and let's see what's going to happen. We make a trip off to Canada as well. We are in the presence of what is going to be a great season. And taking a look at how that schedule lines up here as well for 2025. We start off here in St. Petersburg before making our way down under as well, moving around the world. It's going to be quite an interesting situation to close up with as well, because we'll be in the Thermal Club on March the 23rd as well, and that is going to be officially the second round of the season. Then we go to the Grand Prix of Long Beach on April the 13th, followed then by the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. Then throw it away and we will be at the Sononso Grand Prix to start off with the month of May. That's going to be even better coming through. The 109th running of the Indy 500, that's on May 25th. And then the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix on June the 1st. Bob Morello Automotive Group 500 moves up in the year. That goes to June 15th. And then the Expel Grand Prix at Road America is on June the 22nd. Further down, July 6th sees our trip go over as well to Toronto for the Indy 200 in Mid-Ohio. Then we go over to the 2 weekends in Iowa as well. Then we go over as well later on in the year to Toronto, Monterey, Portland, and then further down as well on the season, if our cameras come back to us, we get to Milwaukee, and rounding out at the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix once again. Alongside me in the box to call this one is JT, and JT, we're in for a very interesting year. What are you anticipating ahead of this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. Systems all going crazy. I think, JV, it's been the same for you. Don't you love joining the Discord call and seeing on your video connected that you've got 5,000 ping? I don't know how that happened. It's Discord being Discord. But I'm here now. Welcome to a very sunny St. Petersburg. What a season it is shaping out to be. 27 drivers taking on St. Petersburg. 100 laps longer by 10 laps, as this year, I believe St. Petersburg is one of the ones they've extended.
It is indeed. So it's now 90 laps coming up, yes.
I believe it's 100 from 90.
Oh, even better. To be fair to put it into you.
Yeah.
Trying to get us on air in cameras. Here we go. We've had a complete system failure nightmare up here as well. If you're wondering why we're sort of rambling around talking to ourselves, it's because nothing is actually working right now, and we're sort of rushing to get everything back on air. But it's ready for the command. Let's head downstairs and join all of the action here for 100 laps up. Here's the grid.
Sing grid.
Scott McLaughlin, Christchurch, New Zealand.
I'm Colton Herta from Valencia, California.
Felix Rosenquist, Värnamo, Sweden.
Marcus Armstrong, Christchurch, New Zealand.
I'm Christian Lundgaard from Vejle, Denmark.
I'm Scott Dixon, driver of the number 9 PNC Bank Honda from Auckland, New Zealand. Marcus Eriksson, Kumla, Sweden.
Hello, I'm Alex Below. I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
I'm Kyle Kirkwood from Jupiter, Florida.
Joseph Newgarden, Nashville, Tennessee.
Nolan Siegel, Palo Alto, California.
Rinus VK, Hoofddorp, the Netherlands.
Will Power, Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia.
Devon DiFrancesco, Toronto, Ontario.
Hi, I'm Kevin Simpson from the Cayman Islands.
Louis Foster, Odium, England.
I'm David Lucas, grown up in Chicago, Illinois.
Robert Schwartzman, born in Israel, Tel Aviv.
Santino Ferrucci, Woodbury, Connecticut.
Alexander Rossi, Nevada City, California.
Graham Rahal, Columbus, Ohio.
Connor Daly from Noblesville, Indiana.
Pato O'Ward, Monterey, Mexico.
Christian Rasmussen, I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark.
I'm Jake Babel from Louisville, Kentucky.
Stingray Rob, Hayat, Idaho.
I'm Callum Wylow from Cambridge, UK.
27 drivers, all with one goal today, to take victory on these streets as we prepare for the field to take the command.
It's time to give the command for the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, presented by RP Funding. Please welcome your Grand Marshals, Zach Myers and Barry Kirsch from the band Shinedown.
Drivers, start your engines!
The command is given, and we are all set for 2025 to kick off at the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.
Well, guys,
this is going to be fun.
No more waiting around 100 laps. Stand between us and finding out who will win this opening race. There is A-Rod in the two-seater.
Oh. Hey, Alex, is Townsend Bell from the Fox booth. You got me?
Oh my God.
Alex, you spent your whole career in a batter's box. Describe what it feels like inside this box. How tight is it?
It's indescribable. Oh my God, I've never gone so fast anywhere.
You feel the G's?
Davey knows what he's doing. That's what he told me.
Well, welcome to INDYCAR. It's a pleasure to have you. We're getting ready to rumble.
Oh my God. Whoa.
I'm trying to see who's making more.
This is unbelievable. Oh my God.
Well, A-Rod, thanks for being here, bud. Hope you enjoy the rest of that lap.
I'm not gonna promise that. Oh. Oh my God. Wow, 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 wow.
I feel like I need to be on the bleep button.
Well, let's take a look.
Trying not to swear on TV, level 57.
It's very hard, isn't it, JT, not to swear on television, as I think we've seen in the past as well. Driver tracking operation, here's all our usual software. Fingers crossed then, it's going to work and it's going to behave itself today. As we take a look around this circuit, JT, it's a fascinatingly hard run track, and it always delivers us something special here.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing circuit, unique circuit. Well, I think every single circuit on the IndyCar season is unique in its own different way. Cars are rolling, just coming out the final corner now on their rolling laps, getting ready to take the green. I liked that race build-up from Fox up towards the command.
Yeah,
that was good.
It was a good first broadcast, and I think they're going to treat this one right as we take a look at their Fox car. At least we have timings, because not every site has timings. We are waiting for it to see if it's going to happen, and we're trying to see as well.
Are you on the backup?
We're on the backup as well. That's what we're on, just even on backup headsets, mate, at the moment with the bus mixer to come in. We're having numerous system issues, which hopefully we have time to fix. So all shall be good. Hello, Senthil. Nice to see you. Do you know what's even happened, JT? You know the driver tracker? It's going through Megan's laptop, back to my laptop, back to the student PC. So I can see the driver tracker 4 times. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 times at the moment.
How have you managed that then?
iPad.
Chaos.
iPad via visor to Megan's laptop via HDMI cable to a capture card to my laptop via a display port next to you, back to the computer with another one, capture card and in. So that's how we had to do it for this round, because all the systems are broken as they come into it. But Scotty Mack on pole position, JT, he's got a great advantage. He's starting on the primary tyres. Colton Hurd's on the alternative. If we take a look then at our full battle screen as well, you can see who's where. Alternative tyres, easy, which is the greens at this event. That is going to be Colton Herter, Felix Rosenquist, Colton Herter, Scott Dixon, Marcus Ericsson, Alex Palou, Kyle Kirkwood, Joseph Newgarden, Venus VK, Will Power, Kiffin Simpson, Robert Schwartzman, Connor Daly, and Christian Rasmussen. And then further down as well on the list, we get Jacob Abel and Stingray Robb. They're taking it as well to come into it. 100 laps ahead of us. It's back to how it used to be to come in. And I've got no idea where the boys are of Jackson Lambros to come in as things currently stand. So we will hopefully wait and see. if he will come back ever so shortly. But we've got a problem with INDYCAR app at the moment, which is great. It's frozen on our normal systems. So, yippee! Thanks for that. I'm hoping they're not going green anytime soon. We've got 2 minutes until the next...
1 to go. We are on.
How have you got that? The spotter's already, I presume.
No. Our good old friend Christopher DeHard.
Ah, even better. To come into it. Accept all cookies.
I have got Scott McLaughlin's spotter audio that I am testing in my ears, by the way.
I'm trying to get everything set up twice at once. Yeah, the driver tracker doesn't seem to work just yet, so as soon as it does work, we'll load it up and bring it to you. It seems to be having a little issue so far. The cars are forming up, though, 2 by 2. JT's going to be on the audio for it as well. Here we go then, folks. They're coming into the last corner. It's time for 2025 to begin. The NTT IndyCar season. 100 laps around St. Petersburg. 17 races here in the Americas. Scott McLaughlin on the left-hand side. Colton Hertz on the right. It's green flag, and away we go. And a fantastic start for Scott McLaughlin down to turn 1. Hertz is in trouble already, defending second position. Who's going to be there on the brakes? Scott Dixon's going round the outside. Are we all going to get through cleanly the first corner? Answer to that question is yes so far as we fly through into the dreaded turn 3. This is where we see problems coming up as well. And yes, there's a car run. And what's happened again? Another big accident at the start of a season. Full course yellow and 3 cars out already in the backstretch, JT. And one of them is the 6 and one of them is Will Power, who had problems this morning in warm-up with a brand new powering engine. He's already out of the race. Drama at the start. And Foster's involved in that as well. Caution's out.
Yeah, hopefully I'm able to put Will Power's spot audio on without absolutely deafening you.
Unbelievable start. Out of the race then as well. Yeah, that is going to be the 6 out with a broken...
You okay, Will?
That's Nolan Siegel out.
Did you hear that?
I did indeed, JT. That's working fantastic. Oh. I think... There we go. So what happens? Siegel gets spun round, Power gets shoved into the wall, and I think there's 3 cars involved as that as well. Who's that spinning backwards? That's who I need to take a look at. It's Louis Foster, Will Power, and Nolan Siegel involved. The 6, the 12, and the 45, JT, according to our driver trackers.
Not Foster, no.
Yeah, sorry, JT. Foster's out already. So, yeah, he was coming through on the back. Oh, there's the spin, JT. What do you make of it?
Yeah, and breaking the camera on that one, on board with another car. And that, well, Fox haven't worked out how to put a ticker on the side of it. On board with Power down in towards turn 1. He's on the inside. He doesn't clip with the 6 Siegel there. Little bit of a twitch from Siegel.
Oh, and there's lost JT. Let's go to Fox while we got
Goes into the back of the Siegel.
Yeah, got it.
And that pushes Siegel into the wall. That's a little bit like a following, guys.
One after the other, after the other. It was not going to take long, was it, until we had drama, chaos and suspicion starting off this race. So, yellow flags out at the moment. No sign of them stopping the race, JT, is what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
That was loud.
I don't know what happened there.
Sounds like some audio's coming through. Yeah, I heard that. As we wait to see what's going to happen next, we're trying to get access to everything else. So it started immediately. The accident.
You'll never guess what happened, JB.
What?
The IndyCar app broke. What a surprise.
No, I'm not surprised as well, as we're trying to get our connections back because my little play system has also seemed to fail. Oh, and we've got it back. Here we go. So nearly there to come into it. Give us a second and we'll launch back up.
Newgarden coming down pit road. It looks like pit road open. We're on Newgarden's audio.
And we have, I hope, the ability to fade. And there we go, a driver tracker, everybody. Woohoo! Took us a while. It's there now. Cars down pit road then, let's head down.
Mark here. It's Mark. They did not, and he's off. Jamie. Ready.
Former winner Colton Herta did exactly the same thing. Took off the softer tires, put on the harder tires. Good stop.
And as they roll out now,
a little bit wider there, the pit lane exit. Dixon gets out ahead of Alex Pillow.
Nice work. Now save us some fuel.
Yeah, so saving fuel, that's going to be the key here, JT, isn't it? Just keep going as we take a look at the replay. It's turned... Hang on.
Ken, we're only good
Can you hear that
for
music?
a few laps. An incredible start to the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg here on Fox.
They've played the wrong one. For the first time this year, Tom Gaymore.
An average of 18% of this race distance run under yellows. There's been a few incidents through turn 3, and then with these cars fully laden with fuel sitting on the plank, the big bump, well, drivers were checking up. Because of that, it's no longer flat out. It's certainly not flat out at the beginning on cold tyres and full fuel tanks. And it was willpower that, in the words of James Hinchcliffe, drop-kicked Nolan Siegel into the barriers, and we are under yellow flag conditions because of that. Now, the real interesting point for me now for split strategy. So Scotty Mack on those black sidewall tyres with the likes of Felix Rosenquist, Marcus Armstrong, Christian Lundgaard, Alexander Rossi. He's up 5 places into 5th place, and then David Malukas, Colton Herta, best of the rest. I'm going to see where he filters out, because the split strategy now means that whatever the primary runners are doing is going to be very, very different to those that have already run that alternate tyre. They're done now on that green sidewall tyre. It'll be a black race for them all the way through to the end of this race. For the likes of Scott McLaughlin and the names that I've just itemised in that sort of top 6 area, they're going to try and run now to at least 34 onwards and try and get a full fuel window out of these black sidewall tyres in their commitment to try and make this a 2-stopper. The more yellow we have, the more likely that they might be able to do that. But when do they run the green tyre? If you're on the green tyre at the end, you run the risk of it not making it to the end. That's the big conundrum for them. So they're going to go black, green, and then black, I'm sure, and probably make this into a 3-stopper. But we know that the others are definitely on a 3-stopper now, the ones that have stopped early on. So split strategy, lots going on. Lap 3 of 100 around the streets of St. Petersburg at the moment. We're on board with Pato O'Ward. He has dropped down to 20th. He's on the green sidewall tyre. He's made a stop to get onto that tyre, I think. What did he start on is the big question mark. I will try and find that out for you now. He started on the black. He's gone to the green. So watch Pato O'Ward as we go back to race action.
Of St. Petersburg, where 15 cars have pitted to get rid of the soft tyres, which we understand could last a maximum of 14 laps around this 1.8-mile circuit. As you look at the leaderboard on your left-hand side, your top 9 drivers.
Well, we haven't got that leaderboard, so so it will not there for us just yet, mate, as we come in. So then, JT, how have you figured the start of this one? It's been chaotic, and INDYCAR's website breaking down, timing's going wrong, Discord playing up, OBS. It's a standard race, isn't it, for us in terms of St. Petersburg? Something always goes wrong, but also it's going to take a while to clean all this lot up.
Yeah, absolutely. And just having a look at the leaderboard, Callum Ilott started last, 27th. He's now 9th.
What a start from Ilott. He has taken that and run with it, which is what we like to see. CJD says, good evening, oh power. Nice we've taken out a rookie as well, yeah. taken out. There's a couple of further back. Sizzle says, looks like it's Power who spins him around. It was indeed, as we said. So, caution's out, 4 of 100. It's going to be a long old evening. McLaughlin, Rosenquist, Armstrong, Lundgaard, and Rossi. And Malukas has been told to go back through on Ferrucci at the moment of caution. Okay. So yes, INDYCAR's leaderboard website is down. We luckily still have our systems up, JT.
Little bit confusing because the Fox graphics are showing 4 of 100, INDYCAR app's showing 6 of 100.
Ah, I wonder if they'll ever get it right in terms of which one it is out there. They'll never learn. They never do. There's, I wonder if we can have that sorted next to get the tyre information graphics up. Everyone in primaries bar Pato Award at the moment as well as the yellow continues to circle out. They're going to take a while to clean this up. Are you surprised they haven't thrown a red flag, or do you think that the fact that there's only a little gap between this and NASCAR, they don't want to stop this race for anything today, especially with Fox being their first time biggie?
I don't think there was any point throwing the red for that. That was able to be done under caution because only one side of the track was blocked, and in INDYCAR rules they were able to pass safely on the other side.
Need some filler content here. So JT, you went to the F1 exhibition yesterday. How was that?
Oh my god, it was so good.
And you've got us a new graphic for fall for the tyres as well, which I'm looking forward to.
I spent a good 5 minutes working out the best angle for that because I knew it would be useful.
We are going to be highlighting that. That'll be in our... Well, that's good actually, because what we can do now is we can have that photo in a fancy graphic over the orbit screen that we have. So it saves us having to green screen things, like we've had issues with videos.
I tried making a graphic, but I was horrible at it, so I just left it to you. We are at 1 to go signal being given by the starter Aaron Likens, starting his 6th season as the NTT INDYCAR season.
Wow.
We'll do red 1, don't forget to deploy.
I'm so looking forward to NASCAR tonight because we have the spotters audio for the first time that JT's able to bring us. JT has got the same bus mixer as me, so he's able to do a lot more cool stuff because my side...
Shall we take the restart with Scott McLaughlin, our leader?
Yes, let's. What I love about this now is...
Unmuted his audio?
Hey, what I love about this now is...
I can take the pressure off of you.
Precisely, because my side...
Sound mixer stuff.
Yeah, because my side's got 3 microphones, the world feed and the track audio, but there's only 1 fade of the aux cable, and that's needed for the Discord commentators. That's everybody else. So I can't play everything through on one side, whereas JT has 4 extra faders. It all works perfectly. Hello, today is my big 26th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Fusen. Happy birthday, my friend. Over there in the YouTube chat.
Okay, pace car's taking off. It's up to you now.
There's confirmation. It's up to him. As the Honda safety car dives off. Ready for a restart. Lap 6 of 100. McLaughlin, Rosenquist,
look good.
Armstrong, Lundgaard, Rossi, Malukas, Ferrucci, Rahal, Eilert, Herta. Your top 10.
Red 1, deploy.
Ready for a restart then, into the last corner. Once again, here for our 2nd start. Green flag in the air. We're racing once more in St. Petersburg. McLaughlin's got this one, but Rosenquist right alongside. He's making a move down in towards turn 1. Hopefully Mackinnon is there. He's left him lay on the brakes.
Right side.
Herta, meantime.
Corner, you're cleared.
Further back, trying to go through into turn 3. Single file this time, JT, so it should be okay. That was great to hear the restart. How calm was his spotter as well, just telling him everything. As up the inside, Ferrucci trying to have a go back at Malukas. Not working out. Malukas holding through and forward.
Yeah, through turn 4, that move was made. We saw in the India NXT race an amazing save by one of the drivers through turn 4. It was like he was racing on dirt, but this is definitely not a dirt track. It would be a great dirt track, so it would be so unique if it was dirt. On board with Santino Ferrucci as we head down in towards turn 10 on towards Dan Weldon Way as we head towards the airport for one more time.
Over we go, past the buzzing, the tower, through the hairpin, onto the runway. Ferrucci running in for 7th position at the moment. He's got Malukas just ahead of him. Over the rumble strip and in towards turn number 1. Heavy braking spot as well and flick the car in to the right-hand side. But Ferrucci's got this one. Many people saying he's a tip for the 500 this year. He's still an annoying brat, but he's sort of getting better and better as years go by in terms of his driving skill.
Yeah, absolutely. Is heading towards turn 4 once again.
It looked like, was that, who's ahead there? 2 ahead. Rossi made a mistake and Malukas nearly went through. Fox really liking Santino Ferrucci. They've kept him on the graphic even though he's not on board anymore. Well, trust Fox of all people to like a Trump supporter. I heard Danica Patrick's even going to be coming on for some coverage of Fox, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry everyone. Scotty Mack with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Indy 500 or is Danica at Monaco?
I don't know where Danica is actually for that one. I would assume that she'll grace us with her presence somewhere along the line. Not exactly the greatest spectacle in racing if Danica Patrick is involved, although she did start on pole for the Daytona race, and we all know what happened there at Daytona. Am I being mean again?
Possibly.
But it is Danica Patrick, so is that allowed? Not entirely ever 100% sure, so we'll just clean up our graphics up here in the press box.
I'm just going to stay safe with this one and not get involved with your shenanigans and say no comment.
Is that because Elon Musk took down engine braking 11? Before criticising Danica? At this point, I'm going to be executed. They must have my take. Won't put it past them. McLaughlin leading then as we approach lap 10 of the race. Let's take a look at a replay. Yes, I thought so. There was a little moment up the inside, and is that wheel banging? That's is that the 18 coming through on the 27 as well?
Yes.
The guys that stopped earlier were about 6 tenths quicker than them.
So that's Rinus VK passing Carl Kirkwood. Kirkwood on our timing tower still showing that he's in somewhat of a position as we will move on. It's 10 of 100. Hang on, is it 10 of 100 or is it 11 of 100? I don't believe it.
I don't know at this point.
Fox's timing tower is wrong. Fox's timing tower is incorrect. It's showing the laps complete, not the lap we're on. It's lap 11 of this race. We've completed 10 laps.
It did start at lap 0 of 11.
Yep, they've got it wrong. Let's head down to the pits.
A replay here. But to me, it just seemed like everyone in front checked up. I checked up and then I got driven into from behind. I need to see a replay and see exactly what happened. But yeah, just a bit of a passenger. Shame, really. The 45 crew, they've done an amazing job so far. Here we go.
Take a look at it.
I mean, yeah, so one of those things, I guess. But yeah, the 45 crew's done an amazing job so far. You know, it was a shame. We really wanted to finish this race and get a good result for the team and get some experience for myself. But these things happen. So it is what it is. I'm fine. So yeah, we'll go get him a barber.
Thanks, Louis.
Louis Foster.
Yeah, JT, this is an interesting little spectacle we're seeing right now, aren't we, in terms of what he could bring to the series this year. What are we expecting from Louis? You know, you like him.
I mean, not a great start, but being collected in that instant. Have to wait until next time. Having a look at Scott McLaughlin down in towards turn 10. And he is 6/10 of a lap quicker. Just been told his pace is perfect. Scott McLaughlin in control at the moment. 1.1 second the current lead.
We've changed, considering back at home you might not know what lap it is thanks to Fox's incorrect graphics. We've changed to our lap counter instead of laps remaining. So it's lap 13 of 100 with 88 laps to go. We will change back when it's like 15 laps to go on the monitor. So we've changed to a lap counter so you at home know what is going on as Fox's have got the incorrect graphics. Why am I not surprised? Fox are jumping up with the wrong graphics, although we thankfully put up with the international feed on NASCAR later on. McLaughlin leads then, followed by Rosenquist, Armstrong, Lundgaard, Rossi, Malukas, Ferrucci coming in as well, as we'll hand back over to Tom Gaymore as the racing continues.
Halfway through now this opening stint for the likes of Scott McLaughlin, Felix Rosenquist, Marcus Armstrong and Christian Lundgaard. Best of the rest on the alternate strategy of the stoppers. It's Colton Herter in 9th place. Thanks for everyone getting in touch on BlueSky and X. Quite a few people talking about the graphics that the Fox team are referencing. Well, we're on an international feed. We've got to take an international feed for various different reasons, and so that's why you're not seeing those graphics, but just bear with us. Lots of moving parts in this opening weekend as Fox take over the coverage from NBC of this 2025 NTT INDYCAR series. On board with Santino Ferrucci, who was one of the standout drivers last year for AJ Foyt. He's just behind his teammate David Malukas. Now, Foyt and Prema are on the tip of my tongue when I talk about a guy called Mike Cannon. Now, Michael Cannon is basically the Adrian Newey, if you like, in terms of setup sheets for ovals in IndyCar. So when Cannon went to Foyt, you saw Team Penske at the front again on the ovals. That's because they had that alliance, that technical alliance. So Penske were almost piggybacking off of those Foyt cars and Michael Cannon's incredible knowledge of getting an IndyCar around an oval. The big scalp for Prema in the off-season was wrestling Cannon away from Foyt, and then just weeks ago, before the season was going to start, there was a fallout of some kind, and so Cannon is no longer at Prema and he's on gardening leave. There's a 6-month non-compete there. It's a big talking point in the paddock because wherever he ends up, that's going to be a huge win for that team and their oval progress, and of course their street and road course. So watch out for that story brewing. But at the moment, it hasn't hampered Foyt in any way, shape or form. They're doing a really good job, although they're on a different strategy at the moment. They're 6th and 7th. A big winner in that is Alexander Rossi's in the new Ed Carpenter colours. You'll see that sort of baby blue and yellow car. There's been about $40 million worth of investment in that deal with Ed Carpenter, and there's a lot of interest around. Can Rossi bring that car to the front? They've had a torrid last couple of years. So lots of question marks as we're on that 15 of 100.
Thank you very much, Tom Gaymore, who is a friend of the channel and knows exactly what we do up here. Myself and JT alongside you for the first race of the year here, the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. And so far, JT, the camera direction, exactly the same as what it was last year. That's coming from INDYCAR Productions as well. The graphics, though, from Fox and the wraparound, it needs a bit of work, but it's not too bad. It's a good starting point.
It'll be interesting to see what they do at the end of the race, because it'll show 99 out of 100.
Yes. That is true. I'm a bit annoyed about this. They could easily just bump it up quite quickly and not get it wrong. But let's go down to Jamie Little.
Replay yet. Everyone checked up a little bit in 3, and then I got hit from behind, and here we go. I got hit from behind, and there's not a whole lot I can do, I don't think. I mean, day's done before it started. It sucks. I mean, yeah. It sucks. This group has worked so hard all off season. We've made so much progress. We've had a fast race car. In every session, we've been competitive on both tires, and it's like we were all really excited for this, and I hate it for everyone on the 6 car. It's such a bummer to start the season this way when we were so excited about what we had this weekend. So we'll keep working, and we'll keep doing what we can do. I feel like we've executed really well this weekend, and I'm super, super proud of this group. So I think if we continue to do that, we'll have plenty of weekends where we're in a strong position, but sucks to not be able to get the result that we deserve.
Well,
thank you, Jamie.
Jamie Little there talking down in the pitch. She'll be back as well on NASCAR duty in a few races' time. She's debutising for Georgia, who is not with us this week after recently giving birth. She'll be joining us at Barber on the pit call, but nice to have Georgia, Kevin Lee and Jack Carvey as our pit reporters this season as well. On the Fox team, it's Will Buxton alongside James Hinchcliffe and Townsend Bell. Now, black primaries, JT, these can run longer into the race distance than the green alternative tyres, but they have to do a mandatory stop in this race twice, so they're going to have to come in for a couple more. And of course, you've got to think fuel as well.
Only one driver, I believe, who was on the green tyres earlier on in the race during the caution. And Patro Ward was one of the singular drivers using them, also using them with one of the cars involved. I believe it was Power who was using them as well. But he got caught up in that incident on lap 1. Listening to...
Pressure on you. Let's go back to red 5, and don't worry about code right now.
I was literally just about to say, I've been listening to Scott McLaughlin's radio. He was saving fuel, which is why the gap between McLaughlin and Rosenquist got to 0.7 of a second.
Yeah.
So we're going to look for that good pace like you just did.
And and once that gap reached 0.7 of a second, they were, well, McLaughlin was told to push to extend that gap, and now it's 1.3 seconds. So they are managing the gap, and they are saving fuel when needed. And then when Rosenquist gets too close, they are pushing once more.
Seems about right from what we were expecting, though, with the action out here on the circuit, as they will all round up together. I've given up on INDYCAR timing, and I'm now using the battle screen that Fox will use up in their commentary box, which is the pure raw feed.
The
backup system as well I've got now, which is actually a lot better, because it still tells me the lap time. All I don't get on this one is sector times. Which is annoying, but I've got that on my other monitor, so I'm fine here with this. So McLaughlin leads. In fact, I like this monitor. I might keep it this way around, you know. Time is 71 on that computer, that one up here, because then I get the best of both worlds and not just time is 71 twice. So I quite like the way this works. So we've been racing though for 25 minutes so far, and it is lap number 20 of 100. We've completed 19 of 100. That's what your graphic's showing us if you're watching it on the television. McLaughlin leads, Rosenquist, Armstrong, Lundgaard, Rossi, Malukas, Ferrucci, Rahal, Herta. I like your top 10. And Newgarden, Dixon, Palou, Kirkwood, VK, Ericsson, Dylan, Di Francesco, Daley, Ward, Rasmussen, Stingray, Rob, Simpson, Schwartzman, and then 24th is Jacob Abel. Out of the race, Nolan Siegel as well. Although it's... yeah, with Willpower and Louis Foster contact their reasoning as well on our monitors. Fastest lap at the moment, though, Nolan Siegel has done it as well. He's going really quick out there on the monitor. So he's got the fastest speed jump as well as we come into it on this one. Fastest up officially to Felix Rosenquist of 101.947. He's just done that on the previous run around, as he will start closing in, though, JT, on Scotty Mack. But we're getting towards our first real pit stops of this race. Delayed for a few because of that safety car.
McLaughlin just being told that he's around 0.3 quicker than everyone else at the moment, as we keep an eye on Malukas. Yeah, pit stops delayed a couple of laps due to that caution at the start of the race, and everyone going from the greens to the primary tyres. Of course, known as the reds, but on street courses, they are the green alternate tyre, as I believe that's the Waiuli tyres, which is why they're green.
So we're coming to it. The racing will just take a little bit of a back step for a while. Look how much wind there is, though, JT. We're right next to the sea here in Florida, and it just picks up massively.
Yeah, a lot of wind, as it normally is around here at St. Petersburg. I can't remember the last time where there was no wind here at St. Petersburg. Look at the palm trees going down in between turn 3 and turn 4. At the moment, as we look at the Prema number 90 car, going through turns 5, 6, 7 now.
Callum Isla up in 10th position for Prema as well. I love how, by the way, it is Prema. We all know it's Prema, but Will Buxton, to appease an audience, has said Prema a lot of the time. But it's Prema. Prema, not Prema, Prema. Just because Americans can't do 2 syllables. There is Callum Ilott. as they've shrunk him to the top as we take a look at the team preview. Robert Schwartzman, the 2018 Formula 3 European Rookie Champion, 2019 FIA Formula 3 Champion. He's the hot step up. Callum Milot is a former F1 test driver with Ferrari, 38 career starts in INDYCAR, best finish of 5th back 2 years ago here at St. Petersburg. And that was a great day as well, where we had another aerial accident and everybody sort of had to run up, didn't we, JT, to sort of go, oh, are we actually going to be able to finish this race under green? We had a lot of problems actually in St. Pete. It's sort of our bogey circuit, isn't it? We sort of look forward to round 2 of what is now thermal.
Yeah, that's well, we'll have to see how thermal is as a main point scoring round. Definitely an interesting move from the IndyCar series after how well last year's exhibition race went. It was the best race I think IndyCar has ever seen.
Sarcastic as always. Let's go to Tom.
Using the Sky IndyCar hashtag, got a message from Clyde Bridge Station saying, as drivers must run both compounds of tyres. If a driver comes in during a safety car, puts the softs on and comes in again next lap on the yellow, do they still have to run the primary tyres? Well, the rules are you have to run at least 2 laps on each compound, including at least 2 green flag laps, obviously, except for the beginning. So that is the state of play. I've just seen someone dive into pit lane. If that is the case, it's very, very early. That is Christian Lundgaard by the looks of things. So he's got a puncture.
There was a bit of debris on the back stretch.
That is Pato. You can see there on the front right, left-hand side of your screen now for Christian Lundgaard, who was running well. That is his, well, I think that's going to be his first stop. It's O'Ward, sorry. It's not Christian Lundgaard.
All clear.
It's Pato O'Ward. It's his second stop. He's got a puncture on the right-hand side of that car. I'm not sure how he's picked that up, but Pato O'Ward's race goes, you could say from bad to worse, but don't forget he's completely off sync now. He's got rid of the green side.
The caution would save him.
He started on the black. I thought it was strange that he came in very, very early to put the greens on, because if you were going to do that, you might as well have just started on the greens. So a bit of a strange decision there. But anyway, he's got the greens out the way. That's the important thing. He's got a car full of fuel. He's on fresh black cycle primary tyres, and now for Pato O'Ward, he's completely off sync. So as we know, snakes and ladders in IndyCar with cautions. He could filter to the front if we get a caution. Everybody else comes in now. He's the outlier. He could filter to the front, and then
all right, Pato, here's our deal. We have 2 more stints. We have 1 new prime, 1 new alt left.
Well, there you go. 2 stints, JT. So he's got another 2 stops left, but he's going to run deep into this race now and pray for a caution to get back on. He's still on the lead lap, though. That's good. But we've got McLaughlin according to the driver tracker directly behind him.
Yeah, as well, let's he is indeed. Let's have a look if they're discussing lap traffic on Scott McLaughlin's radio. Lap 25, lap 26, whatever you're calling it, here at St. Petersburg. I like how they've redone the Fox and IndyCar. I guess they had feedback yesterday. It's just the IndyCar series logo at the top now.
Think that's
Will Power
yeah.
has been seen and released from the medical unit.
I think that's because it's on the international feed now. And we were watching Practice 1 on the main feed. Yeah, apologies, I must say, massive apologies that we couldn't bring you our commentary yesterday of the sessions. We had a massive corruption of files. I had to spend all day resetting, and I had to go out and get some stuff as well.
Really, really good here, Scott. Great pace.
There you go. They're liking him on the radio. So everything had to be rebuilt from the ground up. So Omi, who had the JSON file, who hadn't updated his OBS, was able to take you through the Practice 2 session. Megan's laptop was able to take you through qualifying, and then we were okay as well for the same time with Xfinity with Matthew and Seth. And then JT very kindly took us through Wall this morning.
All hell broke loose when I was enjoying my time at the F1 exhibition. You love to see it.
Yeah, all hell broke loose. But it's all fixed now. And what we thought would be a panic is actually today we had a mini panic with the fact that the timers wouldn't load. Because all the systems were open hours before, it just rebooted normally. So if we hadn't been in the box and opened it up now, we wouldn't have...
Blue 11.
We wouldn't have the graphics we would do now. So we got very lucky today with bringing you the coverage. The only thing that's failed is the driver tracker, which is going through, as I've sent to JT a video of what it is. It's going from the iPad to Mega's laptop to my laptop back to the computer. It's like a circle around the commentary box with leads.
I enjoyed your message very much in Manix's channel yesterday when, and I quote JB, never hated you more.
Oh yeah, because you were VIP in your badge.
Yeah. You're welcome.
It's alright, I'll just make sure to get some great content at Touring Car Media Day that you don't. And make you feel, oh no, not there.
Yeah, but then I spent 2.25 hours in there and took 206 photos, so you're welcome.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't wait to see that. Did you get some sleep after the MotoGP?
Okay, red 3, please, red 3.
Did I get some sleep after the MotoGP race? Yes, I did. After sleeping only like an hour from the whole of yesterday.
You're calling Felix by about 2/10 a lap right now.
I went to bed at 9:30 a.m. and I texted JT, could you please take the warm session so I can get some sleep? And I woke up at 3.
He did, and I didn't pick it up until 1:30 because I didn't get sleep until 2 a.m. Because I got back from London. So what I did was I set my alarm for 1:30, half an hour before the warm-up session.
We got lucky, basically, with how it works, to come into it. But yes.
Maybe they need to redo, like, the sizing. I don't know, because it is... I don't know if it's weird and annoying for you, but it's a little bit weird how it just shows 27th just as a single one. Look,
yeah, they need to redo the sizing. Well, it would help if they...
Great job.
McLaughlin's just getting praise on the radio today. It's quite fun. It would help if they shrunk the Entity IndyCar white box up a bit, and then you have the Grand Prix St. Petersburg. Then it would all fit on. And I think they just need to shrink it down a bit. It's too big.
The fuel comes down, and the thing is better, but still bad. Okay, copy that. We're out a little bit during the stop.
I think he was on about the turning angle of the front wing there was a bit too loose. So
I think I heard fuel. I don't
fuel
know.
pressure too. Oh, hello. Oh, and this was our issue last time. Well, this is why we couldn't bring you the practice one on from Sky Sports. The international feed's gone down. So we are blind up here in the commentary box. Oh, well, this is a time when technology is not so good. We are blind up here in the box, so we're now commentating on timing screens. Did this happen last year, JT, at St. Petersburg? Do you remember? A couple of times in the race.
Yes, it did, yeah.
What if it's St. Petersburg's actual signal? Sky saying, we're really sorry for this temporary fault, but we've lost TV pictures up here in the commentary box, so you at home probably have a better idea of what is happening.
It goes up 4.2.
There we go. We've still got the
Do you
team
want
radios.
battle screen and IndyCar radio?
If you've got IndyCar radio, mate, I will take IndyCar radio. Ah, there's been a timing freeze.
I just took the last lap time for Scott McLaughlin.
There you go. I've got it loaded up.
There we go. Oh, we're back. It's all right.
Oh, never mind.
We're back, but with no commentary from Sky. So Fox have failed. Oh my God, I think Fox have gone down.
These kids know how to be patient.
There we go. I was worried for a split second. Lap 32.
IndyCar laps failed again.
Yeah, everything's... Yeah, they've all failed. Can I just point something out to you as well? What lap is it? Because I've got lap 32, and our timing monitor up here says lap 30. So which is it? Where are we? Now it's lap 31. Can't be that far behind. Right, they're back. Yes, systems have loaded. So there's Scott Dixon. Where is Dixon on that monitor? Who's diving into the pit lane? That is Rosenquist is in.
60.
And Rosenquist is in the pit lane. Down we go.
Perfectly. It looks like they're putting on the softer tyre. We're going to be really interested if they make a front wing adjustment here. They do not. They send him out. Pretty smooth stop for the number 6
That is interesting. How long does he dare stay out on those? Will it just be a couple of laps and get rid of them? Will he run as long as he can? We were hearing about 14 laps could be the maximum that you can do on these, specifically because he's just put on a full tank of gas.
And this will be great to watch and listen to how quickly do the softs come in. We hear very quickly. Let's just ride aboard for a few corners. Devlin DiFrancesco up ahead.
Scott McLaughlin, your race leader, is making his way into pit lane. Jamie Little standing by. Here's our race leader.
Yes, the new dad having a great weekend so far. Started this race on pole, led every lap until now. He will drive on down into his pit box. You see those softer tires ready to go on. They're very happy with the pace of this number 3. So far, so good for McLaughlin.
Couple of turns on the front wing. McLaughlin makes his way out. Where will he come out in relation to Rosenquist?
Watch the wide line.
Earlier.
Track
With
is
that
clear.
soft tire, if he can get that fired up, Rosenquist now coming into turn 1, but McLaughlin is
Here's a little
miles
overtake
ahead.
here while you
2
get up to
seconds,
speed.
and it looks like Team
Attention,
Penske on
overtake.
pit lane once again. Kept those 2 seconds, but McLaughlin will be a little bit slower here as he warms specifically the front tires, but it won't take long for him to be back up on the pace.
Yeah, you saw the mechanic there cranking on the front wing. That was adjusting the front wing angle, because sometimes when you switch from the hards to the soft, the handling characteristic of the car can change, so the crew can make a little adjustment there in the pit stop to make the driver happy. And this guy's been happy so far today. Let's see how he manages on this softer set of tires. This is key.
Traditionally, the overcut has worked here. The longer you can stay out, the more pace you have. Kevin Lee, drivers coming to you now in pit lane.
Including Alexander Rossi has moved from the back up to 5th. He's going to another set of the hard compound. The blacks, Santino Ferrucci came in right behind him. He's making this his alternate set. He's on the green, softer. Can he make him last long enough?
Good job, guys.
So there's kind of 2 schools of thought here for the drivers that didn't pit under that first yellow.
We're going to have Christian
The
coming into
first we
one
saw
right now.
Felix Rosenquist. Put those softs on now,
Into
get them
one,
out of the way, then you can have the
you're going to be clear,
preferred tire
clear.
for the rest of the race. Or you can do what Alexander Rossi's just done. He's gone to another set of primaries. My theory is he could run those till right near the end of the race, come in very late for a short stint on those reds, or sorry, on those greens, the soft tires, to try to just minimize the amount of time he's got to spend on them.
Yeah, Rahal, Hertz, Hello, Kirkwood, VK, Ericsson.
You're wide open here. We're going primaries again. Any changes?
DiFrancesco, Rosenquist, David,
Negative.
Rasmussen. All coming
Copy.
in.
You're wide open down here. Full fuel primaries.
Who's
You'll
ready?
be here in 3, 2, 1 on the marks.
This is Lundgaard. Good pull away there, JT.
Not clear out all the way.
That was good from Lundgaard, wasn't it? Good stop.
Wall here.
Yeah, right, we can hear it now, JT. I would turn the radio down a little bit because we are getting a bit deafened. Just a touch. On your side. As we come in, there goes Rahal coming in as well. Pit lane busy, busy, busy. 77's in as well. Of Stingray Rob. So, what are you making of this pit stop cycle? They've gone around about 27 laps on these tyres. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Is this better volume?
Efficient push to pass, map 2.
Nah, it needs to be down a bit more.
It's a little bit annoying because every single scanner has a different volume.
Well, we'll leave it. If people get deaf, we apologise, but we'd rather hear it than not. 66 comes out as well on the monitor. So there goes Marcus Armstrong. He was in second position. Colton Herter has taken the lead of the race so far. Who's made their second stop cycle? Well, Rasmussen's being classified as twice on my timing tower for some reason up here in the comments box. But Rasmussen's done it, so has Stingray Rob, Nolan Siegel. Pato Ward has taken 2 stops as well. Coming in now is the 21 with Christian Rasmussen.
Waving, coming, 3, 2, 1, right on the mark. All good.
I'm loving that feature.
Reset your bars. Your way out, go, 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 go.
Hertz Herta and Kirkwood coming in. Jack Abel's coming into the pit lane as well. So Herta dives in from the lead of the race then. He's on the black primary tyres. How long is he going to take in terms of fuel and simulation runs as well? That's going to be the big what if coming into this one. He gets waved in to the Gamebridge crew stop. Right behind him is Kyle Kirkwood. Go on, down you go. Jamie.
They'll go from those primary hard tires and they will put on another set of hard primary tires. Just, they have a problem with the right rear.
No.
They can't get it on. The
Race.
time is ticking.
Jamie.
And he gets it on. Oh my goodness.
Race coming undone for Colton Herta.
That was disastrous timing, JT, for Herta.
Clear out.
Yeah, absolutely. Not the best stop from...
One car in one now.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's done. There we go.
There we go. We can hear you now. Coming into it.
Hello.
Hello. New Garden coming in. Lap 38 of 100. Why it says 36 of 100, I don't know. Let's take a look then at that rear tyre from Herta. So it comes off okay, but it won't go onto the brake tin right. Oh, and he's smashing it into the brake tin, and then it gets all tangled up. And I wonder if that's going to damage the rear brake deck. Yeah, the rear brake duct.
Possibly.
You're smashing that cake tin.
Oh no.
What?
TV pics just went white screen again.
Is that for you or for me? Because I'm fine.
It was like a millisecond.
Oh, I wasn't. I missed that. Ericsson, Di Francesco, Daly, Schwartzman in to the pit lane. VK done a fastest lap of the race, a 101.882 on the board as well. So much better simulation from then over here in the comms box as well as the racing action continues on. Yeah, I don't think Megan's laptop likes the doodle pen that we've got this year for analysis.
Joseph Newgarden coming down pit road.
Right, and he was the leader. Let's listen to the audio. I love that JT's got this new toy now. We can't wait for the NASCAR race later on as we come down into the pit lane then. He'll get called in one at a time. Race crew chief should be able to tell him something. My pick a winner, Scott Dixon, is now.
We'll have those guys at the blend line next time. They went one lap further. Hit your marks here. 3, 2, 1.
Nice, and away goes Newgarden. Who else coming down pit lane? Kiffin Simpson now dives in. Dixon's got the lead of this race. Yeah, that's better. This is good stuff right now. Better stuff. This is what we like to see.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we hear it.
Inside rear. Get ready. Clear out. All clear out.
Dixon and Palou coming in. The two Chip Ganassis, 9 and 10.
Gonna be tight on exit. Let's push.
Palou, the reigning champion here in the series, coming down pit road. He's got the new DHL livery. They come in together. Let's listen to the radios as they come down.
All the way down here. Wide open down here. We'll be down here with Tyler. We'll have a good stop here. Be straight in for us now, right on the board.
In they come. Let's listen in as Dixon starts his stop. Palou's
Right
into.
down in here.
A lot of fuel going in for the 9 car.
Concentrate on Tyler.
A lot of fuel
Good,
going
you're clear behind, clear.
A lot of fuel going in for both of them there, JT. And they come out together. And crucially, is that Dixon ahead of Newgarden? I think that's Dixon ahead of Newgarden, if I'm not very much mistaken, on the timing screen. Yeah, Dixon's jumped Newgarden. Fantastic from Chip Ganassi. And Alex Palou's right behind him as well. This could work perfectly for them as Connor Daly takes the lead of the race. No, correction, Scott McLaughlin leads this race. Armstrong is second. Lundgaard third. Timing screen's having a glitch around as they try and establish the order. Lap 40. And that's Herta making a move on the inside, getting ahead now of Alex Palou. Battles being joined here at St. Petersburg as they fly in, push the throttle back together. Oh, this is tremendous stuff. And there's Scotty Mack leading massively.
Opened Herta's radio for that battle.
Excellent. So Herta's radio now open. We need a graphic that says Team Radio Open, or so that I could play in. Let's have a look at McLaughlin. On the inside line, getting ahead of the 51. And a nice move on Jacob Abel. That's lapped traffic there. Did Abel touch him? Oh, he did! Abel banged front wheel to rear wheel of McLaughlin. That would not have been nice for Scotty Mack. He's gone out there on the alternative tyres. So has Marcus Armstrong. Timing tower now correct. This was earlier on in the week in the race build-up. Parachuting in for the flag here. Let's head to Tom.
Also for Scotty Mack, he's checked out a bit out front. That gap is now 7 seconds. Scott McLaughlin to Marcus Armstrong. So a big 10 laps for the Kiwi. And we all look now to see just how far he can go. We had this back in 22 and 23 where he could just go further on the alternate tyre than anyone else. That was a real a statement from him. He did a really, really good job in 22 when he converted his pole position to the win. And we're just seeing another really good performance from Scotty Mack. But don't hold your breath, because these can just drop off at any moment, these alternate tyres. But as it stands at the moment, Marcus Armstrong, 7, 8 seconds.
Go on.
The review of the first lap incident will be concluded after the race.
I haven't got that race control message. I don't know how you get hold of those. Sorry, say that again. We didn't hear you.
I have my ways.
Because he had that slow stop, but actually for Colton it hasn't hurt him too much. He's running third out of those on the alternate strategies in 11th place. He's just behind, half a second behind Newgarden, who in turn is a second behind Scott Dixon. Alex Polo a bit of a loser in that battle, because he came in right behind Scott Dixon and he's dropped behind Newgarden and Herta. So Scott Dixon's in 9th, he's now 12th, so keep an eye out for that. Those of you asking about a lack of passing, we do have push to pass in this race, and we do have the hybrid. So push to pass, we've got 150 seconds of total time. I love push to pass, of course, because it adds that strategic element that DRS doesn't. We have that conversation, INDYCAR versus Formula 1. DRS doesn't add that strategic element. Push to pass does. A maximum time of 15 seconds, but don't forget you've got the hybrid as well. Unlimited activation with a maximum deployment of 310 kilojoules. It's on an automatic regeneration when you lift off the throttle and brake.
Yeah, copy. Let me know what I can do to help.
Do it manually on the paddle. They got new Cosworth steering wheels for 2025. We did have individual bespoke steering wheels for different teams, but Cosworth came to the table with the hybrid and said, listen, we've got this steering wheel, do you want to roll it out across the teams? All the teams agreed, so we've got the new steering wheel, but we have got push to pass, we have got the hybrid, but it's proving tough to pass here, as it traditionally is at St. Pete.
Back with us, if you're watching on Fox Sports, Colton Herta with a fuel issue here in this race, really starting to come undone for the winner here.
Armstrong thrust the wall in turn 3.
Armstrong in trouble too. Well, this is all kicking off, isn't it, in terms of action and no action. Armstrong's in the pits, JT, and Ferrucci. So down they come. Kevin Lee.
So he's going to the primary. They also told him to look at the left rear toe leg, so he may have brushed the wall somewhere. They must feel it's okay because he's off and away.
Yep, so he's okay as they come in. Ferrucci, though, taking a long time. JT, they had to put him on the front right there. Fuel was done way before the front right of Ferrucci's tyre. Now you're on mute.
I've opened the scanners for 21 to 90, but I don't believe it's working. I don't think they've got it fixed. So let's go back to Colton Herta to see if there's any issues. That's Alex below, that's not Colton Herta. There we go.
No damage, they say on teams as we come out side by side. Ferrucci's going to get past as well. Scotty Mack says he's stationary in the pit lane, but he's... Oh, Scotty Mack is in the pit lane. Okay. So, Scotty Mack dives in to the pits on lap 46 of the race.
Okay, wide open here. Once we get going, we'll use efficient overtake and red 2.
Red 2 coming in, Jamie.
Those green sidewalks.
3, 2, 1.
Another turn to the front wing. Got it done, guys.
Yeah, he wanted that turn to the front wing. We were hearing earlier on in the race. He wanted more fuel going into the car.
Clear.
So it was good there.
The white line on exit. Gonna get traffic. But now, we're by one more there. You're all clear.
That's promoted then temporarily Christian Lundgaard into the lead of this race for Aaron McLaren. So he's got that advantage to lunge upwards at the front as well. New feature this year that we can bring you onboard cameras of select pit stops as well. So we don't want to try it out just yet today because of all the system failures, but we're going to be testing it in the background. And this was the moment, JT, the 66 touched the wall. Oh, hello. Is that a pun? Oh, that was weird on the tyre. Did you see it?
Loose wheel.
It could be a loose wheel.
First here.
You've got a bit echoey, by the way, on your microphone side. It's like you've gone quieter. As the racing continues on. Kevin Lee.
Felix Rosenquist down in pit lane.
On his marks. Those soft tyres coming off. Hard tyres going back on. Pretty smooth. 60 there. No ring change. On his way out.
Red 1. Have a good out lap. Full overtake. It's going to be close with the 30. Chris, help him.
Graham Rahal in 4th place.
Yeah, I was trying to go on board with the stop there and it wouldn't let me. So those cameras are not working as of yet.
Problem with Marcus Armstrong's as we saw. I think it was loose from what I saw. He is back on pit road.
Yeah, I thought so. As and Rahal and Herta come in as well. Herta in again? You said about fuel issue, JT, and he's just made his stop. He's diving in again.
Yeah, we're going to give it a whirl here. We're just looking at the damage.
Yeah, go on, JT.
Herta or Armstrong?
But it's also massively at turn 3. And it just fucking put me in the wall.
Oh, we apologise. The radios are... So who put him in the wall? It nearly put him in the wall. The loose wheel?
The tyre. Yeah, the loose tyre.
No, Colin, we have a fuel issue. We're going to have to stop short of intended. I'll let you know.
Yeah, you know what I can do to help?
That was the radio that I had 5 minutes ago from Herta.
Yeah, so they're going to have to box more than they anticipated with this fuel issue. They're losing more fuel. This is where the hybrid energy will sort of start to come into its own, though, and boost it up a little bit more. So it's not going to be too bad of a situation here as we will close on. A lot of action coming up as we now see Colton Herta is dropped right to the back of the field. He's now battling with the 8 of Kiffin Simpson. So that's dropped him down into 18th position, JT. Disastrous day for Herta here. Power's out of the race, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've opened Herta's radio up and I'll keep it on for a while as we see more pit stops coming in. Armstrong still down in pit road. Number 4 of Malukas, as you said. Good stop there. Away he goes on new primary tyres.
So Malukas dives in as changes over once more. Let's go down.
Look like he's going any...
No, that's no Jamie. I thought Jamie was coming in. Just let you know, JT, I think your microphone needs to be a touch closer to your face. It seems like it's moved again. Hello.
Is that better?
Maybe a bit up towards you.
Obviously, damage control. You can run as hard as you want from here to try and get back what we can.
Hello.
Hello.
That's better. It's such a dicky microphone, isn't it, on that one? It flies out.
It sounds weird.
I have to do it a lot during the race. I was considering actually getting it like one of those wraps you get on cable tie, you know, like a pipe thing, and putting that over it, so it gives it a bit more harder bend. I'll send you what I was thinking as well. As the racing continues on, as we are halfway in the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, lap 50 of 100 here. Lundgaard leads, Rossi, Dixon, Newgarden out there as well. Palou, Kirkwood, McLaughlin, Eilert, O'Ward, VK, Ericsson and Rosenquist so far. It was a loose wheel for the 66 coming in. He's stuck in the pits. Let's head down once more.
We're looking. We don't see anything yet.
Don't get
I don't feel any performance difference, just the sound and the low RPM is weird.
Who was that radio, JT?
More issues for Herta.
Oh, Herta's. We'll keep Herta's radio open. Let's go to Tom.
To have capitalised on the pace that he's had throughout the weekends, but as it stands, he'll have to control Alt-Delete and go again when we come to round 2. So, Pato Award now further back, fighting with the likes of Colton Herta. So Colton Herta, his day has gone from bad to worse, but I love that pickup from the Fox team.
How many more laps on this set?
It takes a huge amount to have that sort of emotional intelligence right in the heat of the moment. What can he do for the team? How can they salvage points? Because as we've seen over the years in the NTT IndyCar series, it's where you finish when you're not winning that wins
15 to 20 at most. 15 to 20.
The recipe behind Alex Pallou's success, for example, and the likes of Will Tower a couple of years ago when he did so well and only won one race. So now we reach the halfway point here at St. Petersburg in the papaya. How could I have confused that for Pato Award? That Christian Lundgaard Arrow McLaren car is very papaya. It's not, there's no black on it at all. I quite like that. But he heads the field. Alexander Rossi it is in second place, 1.4 seconds behind. They've stopped once, these two, so they're on that sort of strategy that we've seen the likes of Scott McLaughlin on and the Mayor Shank cars, but they've not really been on. Well, Alexander Rossi has not been on the alternate tyre at all, the green tyre. Neither has Christian Lundgaard, so they did 34 laps to 33 on the opening stop, 35 to 51, now 34 to 51. So at some stage they're going to have to pay the piper. The problem that they've got is Scotty Mack managed to get that green tyre into the 12-lap window. We saw the others sort of 10 laps max. Have they got enough fuel to get it into that window? I don't think they have. So at some stage, these two, it's got to turn into a 3-stopper. But yellows could be their friend, could really change things. So as we always know in IndyCar, anything can happen at any time. So they're on a different strategy, but they're on the primary strategy, and then we've got a couple of other strategies playing out as well. The likes of Scott McLaughlin, who's in 7th place at the moment, who's back on the blacks. Keep an eye on him. Lots of racing still to go.
Thank you, Tom.
Wilson in front of Ferrucci is falling off on reds. He'll probably be pitting soon.
Lap 52 on to lap 53 of 100 here at the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg in Florida. Colton Herta with a fuel issue and then more issues coming in as well. He's got another 15 to 20 laps on these sets of tyres before another pit stop, but fuel is going to be a longer issue here as well. I wonder, JT, if that fuel issue was that not enough went in on the initial stop.
Possibly.
It's the only thing I can think of, really, because he's not doing too bad out there. By the way, we've got to an hour and 1 minute in 53 laps, so this race easily be done by 7:30. NASCAR will be coming up. We're on air at 8 for that, with green flag at 8:30, I believe. Is the
8:49.
8:49. That's a very late call. When's the invocation? Do we know? We'll go on air just before that.
Oh look.
That's how we roll with NASCAR. Guards still closing in. What an interesting race.
I feel so slow in a straight line.
That's Colton Herta. I feel so slow in a straight line. I love having the team radio. I love it, especially live. It feels like we're actually in the action.
Copy.
So we've opened up Herta's radio because he's having issues. Pato Award has gone in to pit road with Lundgaard leading the race, the other Aaron McLaren. So this will be stop number 3 for Pato and begin the next cycle of events coming through. A cautionary tale is what we're sort of having to expect as we take a replay. Down to Kevin Lee.
Are the soft tires, the alternates with the green sidewalls, going to last long enough? Made it a little bit easier for some because of that early caution, so they bailed. But the top two in this race still need to be able to make it last. They still have to run the alternates at some point. So that's Lundgaard and Rossi. Rossi's strategy, he's hoping it stays green late in the race. He was hoping to run long enough to only need to do 10 laps in the last stint when the track should be the best. So they maybe have an opportunity, but I think you're right, Scott Dixon might be in the catbird seat.
Curse of the commentators, he's never run around this track. Let's not give it to him just yet. Lundgaard still leads from Alexander Rossi. Dixon catching the pair of them.
And look, we've seen pit stop problems already from one of the top organizations. Plus, you've got Joseph Newgarden, a 2-time champ. Alex Palou, a 3-time champ right behind you. This thing is still blown wide open. Dixon's sitting in a good spot, but he is not the only guy that's looking pretty at this moment with 55 laps done.
Update on Marcus Armstrong. Car back in the paddock as we saw. The crew are repairing the tow link and he might make a return to the race.
I want to hear Will Buxton for a lap because I'm being impressed by him right now.
Won the race last year, was penalized post-race down the road, had the win taken away from him for an illegal technical infraction, and now has a chance to make it right today. Jack, what can you tell us about Newgarden?
Earlier in the race, he was reporting some understeer. As the track's rubbering in, he's more and more happy with his race car. They actually haven't made any tire pressure or wing adjustments today, so this is pure track evolution. But Jose's feeling quite good right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things for the drivers and the engineers to consider coming into a race, is this track, especially because it's a temporary track, you know, it's not a racetrack. This rubber going down only happens once a year. It changes a lot over the course of the Grand Prix, and so what you have to think about is not just the setup you want it to have at the start of the race, but as that track evolves, that balance changes, what you want it to have at the end of the race. You can make some adjustments in the pit lane, like we saw the wing change or the tire pressures like Jack mentioned. The drivers have a couple tools inside the car they can use to adjust the handling, but if Joseph's made no adjustment,
runoff at turn 10 continued.
Oh, that's not a great race to be at as well, running wide at that part of the circuit. 9 times out of 10 you do tend to have a bigger off and into the wall with that one. Still, the racing continuing, no one diving into pit lane just yet. Lap 58, 43 laps remain here. As we've been on for an hour and 5, so racking through these racing laps quite quickly and consistently now as well. But Christian Lundgaard and Alexander Rossi, JT, only doing 1 pit stop so far. They've only stopped once. They're taking this incredibly long on these primary tires.
Copy. We'll keep looking at vitals.
I presume that was Herta's radio.
Yeah, I'm looking at the track schedule. Driver introductions are at 2:05.
Right.
Local. They haven't listed.
Everyone around you is on pressure tyres, and at the moment you and Simpson behind are the 2 quickest cars on the track.
They haven't listed invocation time at the moment, so I will let you know when I get it.
And no Bob Pockrass means that we don't know what it is. That's really annoying.
I've got a couple of people who post the invocation time like before,
okay.
So I'll keep checking them.
We shall be good, we shall be good. Bob Pockrass saying, though they said 90 on the radio as far as in the runoff return, but Ilott is still in 8th position with that runoff as well. Right, let's head back over to Tom Gaymore as we're 8 laps in, or 58 laps into this race as well, closing in to the second half of this race, strategy-wise. Tom.
Thanks to everyone getting in touch on X and Blue Sky at Tom Gaymore using the Sky INDYCAR hashtag. Lots of jokes about snakes and ladders. So everyone who's got that on your bingo card, I hope you've managed to tick it off. We haven't got the precautions out yet, but there is still a long way. 42 laps of this race still to go. It's taken quite a while to get over the halfway point. We haven't had too much in the way of yellow flag running, but we've got a fascinating race unfolding as the Fox team have talked about in terms of the various different strategies. 1 or 2 questions about explaining the green tyres, sorry. You have to run both compounds, the greens that we have here, the Waioli tyre. So that is a sustainable tyre made out of that, as I was saying at the top of the show, that Waioli drought-resistant sort of woody shrub that they have in northern Mexico and the southwestern part of the country. When we go to the road courses, it will be the red sidewall tyre. The blacks will always be the blacks, the primary. They're the harder compound. You have to run them both in the race. Right, Lundgaard leads. You can see the papaya there. Rossi closing right in, but look at that Ganassi car of Scott Dixon. He's run 20 consecutive races around the streets of St. Petersburg. He's been a runner-up 4 times, but he's never, ever won. The headache for Christian Lundgaard, I think now, is he's catching the car in front of him, which means that he's going to come under a bit of pressure, looking not just out front, but in his mirrors. But it's Alexander Rossi who seems to be feeling that pressure first. Scott Dixon right up behind that Ed Carpenter car at the moment. 26 laps since Christian Lundgaard last stopped. 27 since Rossi stopped. 21 since Scott Dixon stopped. So expect the 2 lead cars to go for another sort of 4, 5, 6 laps if we stay green before we see them into pit road. That will free Scott Dixon up, who will have, it looks like, Joseph Newgarden for company very, very soon. So the front of this field concertinaing up, and when Indy cars get close to each other and we have the pit stop sequences, anything can happen. So with 40 to go, let's go back stateside for more race action.
I want to bring you in now on a Danica Patrick email that has been forwarded to me. They know I dislike her so much.
Oh, no.
This is in regard to the Danica Patrick, what was it? You know, remember last year, the petition to get her off air? That was sent to Sky.
Yeah, opening up ILOT's radio, who has just pitted.
Okay, I'll listen to this again. So this says, good morning. Thank you for your email to Sky Sports regarding our F1 commentator Danica Patrick. We do try to make sure that our commentators provide our views with a balanced and informative commentary during live F1 coverage. We employ our commentators and studio analysts for their opinion and insights, often gained from performing in their sport at the highest level. We are sorry if on this occasion you do not agree with who has been selected or what has been said. We've considered the point you raised in your email and would like to thank you for taking the time to share your views with us. So basically, they just keep her there because she's been employed. I can't say who's told me this, but I can say that I have been told by people...
No worries on fuel here, just full push and push the pass for 8 to 10 laps.
I have been told by people in the Formula 1 paddock, not once, not twice, but 3 times, as well, for 3 very highly respected people, that Danica Patrick is only there because the Americans asked Sky to bring somebody in. That's ESPN asked Sky to bring in an American female to cover the sport. So, I'm delighted to say that ESPN are not renewing their contract, which means this could be Danica's last year with Sky before they can fire her. Just as a heads up.
But basically, listening to that email, they were literally, right?
Yeah.
They literally said, thank you for your email, but off.
Yes, basically. Yeah, that's it. And a $10,000 word message, yes, to come into it. However, the beauty is that we're with INDYCAR. We don't have to monitor the square count. It's only
no pressure behind your gap in the Stingray.
Hang on, that's a point. JT, when me and you had hot mics, that was at NASCAR. So it doesn't count for hot mics. Hot mics only count in FIA series. NASCAR and INDYCAR and FIA. So I am actually able to scratch myself off that list. So it's only Ed and Jess who've sworn on air so far this year, technically. I love being the boss. You can have technicalities with it. Lap 63 of 100. Omi's in the box. He's watching on.
Hello, Omi.
Watching on in the background. Just jumped in. I didn't hear him come in, but I saw his face pop up on
I mean, so since Omi is now part of the INDYCAR streaming team, I think we can bring him in on conversations. Hello, Omi. What do you think of this race?
Are you just throwing him under the? Are you throwing him under the bus?
Yes, I am.
I must say, Omi, thank you so much for your help yesterday with all the drama that happened with OBS. A lifesaver is Omi, who's now able to stream and was bringing you fantastic coverage of practice 2. As Alexander Rossi, JT, is in the pits.
I saw a couple of memes on Instagram.
Was it Omi?
From the reserve drivers. Testing interrupted by Kimi Antonelli's school bus, and Alpine unveil the bus they'll throw Doohan under.
Good stop then as the green alternatives go on to Alexander Rossi, who has now moved to Ed Carpenter Racing this season as well. And his second stop of the day goes very, very well. Go on, we'll listen in as it comes in. Just a little bit.
Pink 2, we're going hard here. We're going to burn and go hard. Short stint.
Oh, it's a
A
short.
lot of cars coming into one now. Go, go, go. You're going to be all clear out. Dig. Watch the marbles on the exit here.
So he's basically a short stint of fuel. Go for it and push as much as you like. I'm loving the fact that we can have these radios now this year. It's going to be so much fun.
You're welcome.
NASCAR's going to be great later on as well, with the officials and on the onboards as well. Oh, can't wait. And we're on a road course as well, which, do you know what that means? It's not going to be that long of a race. Yes! They're never that long.
But it'll mean that the officials will be able to actually listen to them more, because not much will be happening.
Yes, so we
in
can
an
have
oval
that.
style.
So we can actually hear, we could talk a bit more as well, and Cota's going to be fun. I'm being told that they are actually considering, are you ready for this? Grid starts. Yeah, that's going to be terrifying.
Well clear behind, no pressure, stacked up in front of you there.
Yeah, they're considering on road courses, on proper racetrack courses, so not at Chicago or places like that, but at road courses where we can actually do it. So I think INDYCAR's thinking about it as well. Standing starts for special events. So that could be quite fun.
But the NASCARs don't have the
clutch systems, I know.
Clutch.
I don't know how they'll do it, but I think they're looking at it. Maybe that's for the next generation of cars, Gen 8, when that comes in a few seasons' time. But personally, don't mess with it. I love the starts in NASCAR. INDYCAR, however, I think we could have a mix of standing starts and goes. That could be done. Still, this is our, 13th season, JT, with this iteration of car, the DW12?
Yeah, as Venus VK is coming down pit road, let's try and get his radio. Here it is now.
Oh, I thought I was going to press it. I was going to press the button for the radio, but you've got the radio button coming through. I was literally just going like, right, let's hit the world feed. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. 2 hours in, an hour 15 have now been coming into this broadcast.
And no one else has bothered to turn up.
I think Sanson is still unwell, bless him, coming in. But where the hell Jackson's gone, I don't know. Unless Jackson's been called into USRN. Somebody, load up USRN.
Go to R3.
Yeah, load up USRN. See if Jackson's moonlighting over there. See if he's done a
Clear out.
Yeah, see if he's done a U. Because I know Matthew was very much strapped with people to call this race with. So if Jackson's got over there...
Good job on the march. Tires are coming off. Tires are going on. Going to be waiting on the fuel. Ready. Go.
Lot more
Great job, guys. Great job.
Yeah.
On Jacob Abels for the pits. I'm guessing that's because it's a rookie, but a lot more communication on the pits.
Needs to get a full...
Yep, map 3, we can use overtake.
That's the
now we got a couple cars here at turn 1.
Has to push the pass. Yeah, I like that.
Spot in right here, all clear behind.
Really
nice. About 10 back at speed.
You see what I mean about the volume difference?
Yeah, they're up and down like crazy.
Stingray Rob coming down pit road.
Yes, and he was in 22nd position to come in. Long guard radio.
Turn 4, don't slide them, bring them in easy.
So they're going the...
That's Longard just being told.
So this skipping in the 1.5 laps.
Okay, quite an interesting run around as well. Let's head quickly over to Sky.
Anyone else has, and as a driver you do that by essentially driving slow. You have to underdrive the car to make that work, but even still, I mean, Townsend, that's twice as long as we've seen anybody running.
Yeah, I mean, how do you do it? You just try to take slip out of your driving style. That's not pushing the front end where the tire's sliding at all, not spinning up the rears with that 700 horsepower. Easier said than done, though. A racing driver is all about walking on that tightrope, dancing on the tip of the needle, if you will, of adhesion. And today, Christian Lundgaard and Rossi, they're going to need to take it down a notch to make those tires last to the end.
Quite the mission as we sat on board for the mission car there.
You know, just behind this group here, Kyle Kirkwood running right now in P5. It's effectively a P4 as we see the 7 now dive into the pits. That is the leader, and he is going to roll the dice in a big way, going to these soft tires and try to make them last for a full 30 laps. Jack, he is heading down your way for a crucial stop here late in the race.
Yeah, and they've said they really want to try and make these last, bring them in easy. He's just hit the marks perfect. The old tyres are coming off, the new tyres are going on, the softer tyre, the slight bubble, full fuel, off he goes.
31 laps, if he's going to do it, to make these tyres last at the conclusion of the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Christian Lundgaard, who has done such a phenomenal job today to lead this race, exits ahead critically of his rival, Alexander Rossi. All of these strategies starting to come together, but it's Scott Dixon, one of the greatest to ever do it, who leads this race.
To Tom.
Chicken Assy car now. That leads the PPG Team Penske car. Well, no, he's got Alex Palou there because Joseph Newgarden, I think, will be coming in this time around because those cars are really tight on fuel. Yeah, so here's Joe New coming in this time around. That's going to allow Alex Palou to back up to behind his teammate, the Chip Ganassi teammate. So now, this is the final green flag stop for the Team Penske driver. The outlier in all this is Scotty Mack. So Scotty Mack's got to pass some cars.
You have to push hard, use all your overtake.
To the front, I think, because he's got about 8 laps more fuel than the cars around him. And look at that, Newgarden's out ahead of Christian Lundgaard. Lundgaard to the outside of turn 4 as Alexander Rossi has a look, closes up under braking. And this is really important for Team Penske and Joseph Newgarden. Don't forget, Newgarden is on those
white 2 if you want it. You got white 2 if you want it. You go to red 2.
Christian Lundgaard is there on the warm tyres, on that Papaya Arrow McLaren machine. There's no way through here, surely not. Christian Lundgaard, though, has the advantage of the green tyre, but if he's going to run to the end, he can't afford to smoke these green tyres. He can't afford to sit in the dirty air of Joseph Newgarden, and he can't afford any type of misdemeanor as well as Alexander Rossi pits there just behind now into pit lane. So, Joseph Newgarden.
Okay, be wide open when you get here.
Great stuff
be a
from
quick
Team
one
Penske.
7,
How often
3,
do we say
2,
that
1 right here on the board. Hold the brake.
Team Penske crew as Joseph Newgarden with the strategic box, I should say.
Clear, push all the way out, push all the way out.
The team boss.
Reset your tools. We made an adjustment on the front wing.
IndyCar fans. He's played a blinder there. They kept Christian Lundgaard behind. The undercut has not worked for Arrow McLaren, but Scott Dixon it is who leads. Now,
okay, wide open down here, straight in. And you want any changes?
About 6 laps extra fuel in the window, so expect Scott Dixon in any moment. Scott McLaughlin will filter to the front, then he will have to push really hard in the clean air as Alex Palou pits, and he'll hope that the overcut could work, but it's now or never for the teams and drivers.
Technical errors fixed.
Clear. 2 guards in 1. Clear all the way.
What do you think then, JT, this race so far?
Yeah, this race has been good. Just scrolling through all the pit Pitters radios there. Here's a look at Joseph Newgarden's pit stop that we listened to a little bit earlier on.
He rejoined
look
right
at
at
this
the front. Whoa.
amazing battle that we heard on the scanner.
That was a side-by-side rejoin. That was absolutely perfect to come in. We had a brief technical error on our side. It has been fixed, and thankfully we didn't lose audio from Sky. Into the pits comes Scott Dixon from second place. He'll put on another brand new set of black primaries. Jamie.
Ganassi team owner, any changes? He said no. Dixon's happy. 4 tires, primaries go back on, guys.
Yeah, it needed to be quick, didn't it? It's Colton Herter also coming into
Red
the pit
one,
lane.
Scott. Red one.
There you go. That's red, one set of tyres, and he gets out ahead. Dixon gets out ahead of Newgarden. Palou goes up to third. They only lost 2 spots, JT. Fantastic for Dixon. And that's going to be now Palou right in the mix of things as well. He pitted a lap ago and has better tyres. Newgarden now really going to have to push hard as McLaughlin comes into the pit lane.
Radio open now?
Right, Scotty Mack in for his 3rd stop. He's led 39 laps here today. Dixon's led 5. Now, no, sorry, correction. 40 laps led from McLaughlin. Newgarden's led, Dixon's led 5. Newgarden 2. Lundgaard 23. Herter
Okay,
1.
wide open here.
And even Armstrong's led 3 laps here today so far, according to the laps led chart on my monitor up here in the comms box. Scotty Mack will come in, and that, I think, will put Felix Rosenquist into the net lead of the race. Yes.
Lambros is
2,
moonlighting.
1.
Lambros is moonlighting.
Lambros is moonlighting.
Ah, makes sense. I thought USRN and JB Motorsports incredibly linked, and it's better for him to go at moonlight.
Overtake everything. Kirkwood in 1 right now.
Yeah.
1, you're all clear. Even the 2 at the bridge now.
It's better, isn't it, JT, for him to go over there? Well, we're fine here. There's a move on the inside. Is that Newgarden getting ahead of Dixon? It is! Side by side to 1! And Newgarden bumps Dixon out of the way into the first corner! Newgarden back up into 4th place. Dixon down to 5th, and that was cold tyres as Rosenquist pits puts McLaughlin, no, Palou into the lead of the race.
Rosenquist, that's VK, there we go.
So Palou leads, and correct me if I'm wrong, he stopped 3 times. He's fine.
Copy. The board's out. Look for Lucas. We'll be right on the marks here. You're wide open behind.
Pit road.
Here we are.
Rosenquist in that shine
2,
down car. The Meyer-Shank
1.
team
Put on the
goes
brake.
to work. Everything looks smooth. Fuel and tires like clockwork, but he'll fall way back in the order.
Go, 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 go. Getting an outlap here. Full overtake on the outlap. Let's get it. Chris will help you.
Alex Palou, your new race leader, the reigning champion by 4.5 seconds from
All
Joseph
clear.
Newgarden.
All clear.
Scott Dixon
BK
behind
1
him.
now.
All
10
that
back
fighting
BK. Level
between
3.
Newgarden and Dixon has dropped them so far back from this man who has been so perfect over recent years.
It's like he's caged whatever pace he's been kind of hiding or protecting or being patient with, and now he's unleashing it. Are you kidding me? 5 seconds over Newgarden and Dixon in the last couple of laps. This is a masterclass from the 3-time champ.
From P8 on the grid, Palou leads the race. So why don't we take a look at the Pennzoil moment of the race. This is it. The moment at the blend line that he takes the advantage and ultimately the move that would hand him the lead.
And Dixon would have been on that push to pass, just itching to hit the button, get the speed limiter off and attack, and seen his teammate coming. And this is something Dixon has seen too much of over the last 4 seasons, and he is getting sick of it.
Alex Palou then, your race leader for Ganassi in the DHL Honda from Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon. We are into the final 25 laps on the streets of St. Pete.
Alex Palou doing Alex Palou things with the help of Mike Hull. Now, Mike Hull is just extraordinary when it comes to strategy. He's the powerhouse behind doing the maths and the number crunching behind the whole Chip Ganassi stable, but mainly Alex Palou. And that is just remarkable what we've just seen. Palou now leads, but he jumped Newgarden, which gave him the opportunity. We missed
Look
that.
at Dixon, they're still in the
but
back.
If you were watching in the back screen, you could see him jump Newgarden, which then put him in the position to jump his teammate. Scott Dixon then...
Yeah, and it was a good run there, JT, wasn't it? It's a real sort of challenging strategy race that's been happening. Palou, out of nowhere, has taken it to the max.
Yeah, absolutely, to the max indeed. I've just refreshed the INDYCAR series website.
Yeah?
And they've got a... they've made it, and they've already got the lap 1 highlight of the crash on the main screen in like a massive screen. The if you have a look at it, the layout of it is really good on race day.
Well, at least it's actually now finally become available. Oh yeah, follow live, timing and scoring, view live leaderboard. Oh, very nice. It's. I wonder why it took so long to load, though. Go on, JT.
Yeah.
Sorry, it looked like you were saying something on our monitor. INDYCAR live leaderboard. Oh, now it works. Still no driver tracker though. I'm annoyed about that. Couldn't they give us a driver tracker?
There's no driver tracker on the website. It's annoying. It's only on the app.
20 lead changes in this race.
It's probably an NTT data mobile app exclusive.
Which is daft because even that is failing and it needs a lot of work to make it go okay. We'll have points and rundowns after the race as well, how it all stands. Christian Venus Friedke, 101.882 is the fastest. He's got the best lap so far. Are we sure that the green flag is at 8:49 UK time and not different because it's in Kota? Are we sure that's the right go time?
It is 8:49.
Excellent. I love how because then we don't go one to the other. We get an hour difference, and it's an hour well spent because it means we can make sure everything's okay, everything's ready to go, and we will be in a very interesting place when the race resumes as well for this. It's a 70-lap race? Something like that? It's not that long at all, is it? Reduced road course, as this is Newgarden passing.
I think it's 100 plus because of the shorter layout.
Oh, they moved it now because it was 36.16 miles. Now it's down to 2.5. So they've reduced it by 0.7 of a mile per lap. Newgarden very rudely bumping him out of the way. Palou leads then on lap number 81. 20 laps to go in this
20
race.
laps to go. The car in front of you is Stingray Rob. He is the last car on the lead lap, so not blue flag eligible.
Yeah, there you go. It tells you on our radio format as to what this race is turning into and what the battle can be.
That was Palou, by the way.
That was Palou, I thought so.
And the gap behind is still 5 seconds.
Alex Palou, who everybody knows his name, is a 3-time INDYCAR champion. He's our reigning champion in this series. He's about to start off yet another season.
Stages are 20, 25, 50. So 95 laps.
95 laps. That's not that long at all, actually. That'll be 2-3 hours. Oh, it'll be like 2.5 hours, won't it? Simples.
Armstrong is officially a DNF. He will not return to the race.
So that's 23 left. Jacob Abel, the last runner, a lap down. Stingray Rob in 22nd. Robert Schwartzman's dropped down to 21st position, but Callum Eilert now in 20th as well. It's gone bad for Prema.
Does that mean this whole time that the INDYCAR app scoring has been incorrect and the Fox has been correct?
Why?
Because they said 20 to go last time round and now it's 19 to go.
No, I think I think it has been right. The laps remaining has always been correct, but it was counting how many laps have been completed, not the lap we were on. So now it says 90 to go. That was always going to be correct. Because if you take a look on the chat, it says lap 81 with 19 to go. Because it counts that one. So that's correct now. Thank God for that. With 19 laps to go.
Because my INDYCAR INDYCAR app is on 83 of 100.
Yep, and so is mine. Yep. Which technically means it's 17 to go now, doesn't it? So that'll come down to 18 to go. So yeah, the lap counter counts.
Overtake remaining behind, 49.
So it's 18 laps to go, but we are on lap 83 of 100 because you complete the last lap. So that's how it works. So we are fine. We're perfectly okay. It all makes sense.
It's actually correct now.
Yes,
Fox.
now it is correct. Took them all race to fix it, but it is now correct. As we count down, we will change lap counter with 5 laps remaining to give you that information stats of how many is to go. I need like a fancy little graphic to do it. In fact, next time we throw it down to the pit lane or to Tom Gatemore,
Devlin Di Francesco is coming down.
Is
Here
he?
is his radio.
Go on. Okay, radio's
Box,
open.
box for fuel.
Box for fuel. Box for fuel. Where is that?
It's wide open here. All tires wide, half a turn of front wing.
Half a turn of front wing coming in. Go on, Jesse.
All tires are coming off. All are going back on. Clear it out, clear it out.
Yeah, clear it out, clear it out.
6-3, target a 64-second lap. We've got to go about 18 laps here.
Fuck me, this is going to be a big task.
Oh, sorry, apologies for that.
Just look after the rears. You're the guy for the job.
Man with a plan. Definitely can improve it going forward here. Let's go back to Tom
Got plenty of room
Gatemore.
behind you. Just manage those tires.
Tom. There we go.
Call him the Professor for nothing. He qualified in 8th place. He's got it absolutely spot on. Started on the green sidewall tyre along with Joe New and Scott Dixon behind him. They stopped in that early yellow after 2 laps. They all stuck the black tyre.
Alex Pillow has been told to take it nice and smooth and take a drink.
Reds through to the end, apart from Alex Pillow, who run a set of used primaries in that opening stint between lap 40 and 72. So that even makes his performance even more impressive. If you think that Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon had sticker blacks all the way through the race after they got rid of the greens, and Pillow had to stick a set of scrub tyres on, and he got it done on those scrubbed set. And now that has put him in the perfect position. From lap 73, he took charge of this race, and he will run all the way through to the checkered flag. 16 to go here at St. Petersburg. He's still got that overtake. Joseph Newgarden's using his overtake. That's down to 48, so he's got less than Alex Pillow now. Scott Dixon's not used much of his overtake. He's got 71 seconds left. But look at this, Alex Pillow cruising up to the back of traffic. Could be a bit of a conundrum for the race leader, as we see Pato O'Ward in for his final stop. Was running in 7th place. It's kind of been a weekend to forget. Once he qualified 23rd, he's just not really got it done in the race. And for Colton Herter as well, down in 16th at the moment.
Somebody following you out.
To forget.
You'll be ready for one when you get there. That's Rossi you're living with.
Alex Pillow right up behind one of the Juncos Hollinger cars by the looks of things. He's got a gap of 4.3 seconds, but he won't be too pleased to see that car ahead of him. Don't forget the dirty air will hurt his tyres. He'll overheat those front tyres, but he's going to have to work hard to find a way through. Otherwise, he may come under threat later on.
Coming up next on Fox, the NASCAR Cup Series is in Texas, where their drivers take on the twists and turns of the phenomenal Circuit of the Americas. Pre-race coverage begins next with the green flag at 3:30, only on Fox.
Oh!
That was the most American sounding Will Buxton ever when he said NASCAR.
But green flag at 3:30, which is 8:30 our time.
Yeah, but that's the Fox build-up to green flag. The official green flag is 8:49.
Excellent. Right, we will be good then.
So, guessing that, I'm guessing invocation is around 8:30.
So if we go on at 8:20, we should be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can confirm the invocation time. Hold on.
To be fair, as long as I get lunch, I'm fine.
Lunch at 7 p.m.
Well, we weren't here at 5. Or dinner, whatever it is. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or tea, whatever it is. Just give me Sunday dinner. That's what I want. It's a chicken dinner as well, so who's going to be the winner here today? That's our real question and our real advantage that we are going to try and open up to you. It's looking to be ever so exciting. Hey, do you want to know something, JT? We've got a brand new camera angle coming up for the pre-show at NASCAR today.
Oh, what you been doing now?
We are trying to see if it'll work for the Formula 1 season, for when I'm not host. You're going to be seeing the commentary box set up instead. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing like a reverse camera.
Reverse camera, yeah. That's going to be for the pre-show stuff. We're just testing it out, see if it's going to work. Because then I can stand at the side like this and go like that.
Let's queue up Stingray Rob, who is trying to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, he's lifted off JT, and he's got Alex Palou practically up his bumper to push.
On your Stingray Rob now without deafening everyone.
Right, let's keep an eye on how it goes then. As they turn in. Yes, lunchtime, I reckon, chaps, and then we'll be going for NASCAR.
I've got Chinese for dinner, so haha.
Oh, I have a Sunday dinner, and tomorrow I have chicken soup. Nice for the soul, chicken soup.
I don't know if it's getting here though, because I messaged my dad like 10 minutes to 13 minutes ago to order it, and he hasn't responded.
Just
so I don't know if it'll come before the NASCAR.
Just see JT casually eating a with chopsticks inside.
Yes, full position.
Full position, let it through basically. Newgarden has done a 101.960, fastest lap of the race so far. He is closing that gap now. It's 2 seconds to go. Palou's really being held up here, isn't he? Oh look, JT, they've fixed it.
Tires are 6 laps of pressure.
And Newgarden has set an overall best of 101.960. So with Palou getting caught up and Newgarden being much quicker.
It's getting faster and faster and faster.
He was a second quicker. Newgarden was a second quicker.
JT, I direct you to the graphic on your screen right now where it shows Power in 27th place on the same positioning. They have fixed it. Did you see it?
Have they?
Yeah. When they cycle through, they've shrunken all the names, look. So they've actually fixed it live on air. There's 21, and then it'll go down to 27. So they have actually fixed it finally. So well done, guys. There you go, look.
Yay.
They listen to you, JT. They listen to you. That's how they come in. Lundgaard and VK swapping positions. Lundgaard's ahead of VK up to 8th. They've changed over. 10 laps to go here at St. Pete. So, I mean...
Back on with Palou.
Yes, Palou's radio's open on the board. Exit the last corner. Such a unique runway here. It's literally a Grand Theft Auto 5 dream, this circuit, isn't it? Everyone, as soon as anybody wants to race, they literally just go down to the airport and drag a race. Did he say 5 to go or 9 to go? It's 9 to go. Yeah, okay. It's the American accent.
1.5. He has 40 seconds of overtake remaining.
It's not one.
He's got, does he? He's got 49 according to my screen.
No, he's talking about
Newgarden. Yeah, who's got 40 to go. Yeah, I was wondering where that was coming from on my screen, actually. But look at that, Newgarden's right there. Look at that, I don't believe it. So Stingray Rob, because there's no blue flag, remember? So Stingray Rob in the 77 has held up Palou so much, it's cost him 1.5 seconds, and now Newgarden is right on the back of him, and he's bringing Dixon in as well. We're in for a showdown here. Didn't expect that. It's all a bit messy, isn't it, JT?
Mixture 1 is good to the end of the race. We need it.
I was literally about
Copy.
Yeah, bring that fuel in.
Literally about to say that, but it came over the radio. There we go.
8 laps to go in this race. They've got to really push it in now, haven't they, as well? That white flag will be coming in soon. They're losing the time. They're losing the energy. How long are those? Well, let's see. Still 40 seconds. 49 to defend. Palou can defend 9 seconds longer. But Newgarden has better hybrid power, which is going to be a bit of a Constantino effect to close in. Through we go, into the braking zone. Stingray Rob has cost a little bit here by not getting out of the way. No blue flags, he doesn't need to, but I thought they would fall out of the way. It's cost Palou massively not being able to overtake him here.
7 to go.
Here comes, look, here comes Dixon. This could be a 3-way fight for the win of the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Kyle Kirkwood's in in the number 27, he's in 5th place, 10 seconds back.
Stingray has 19 seconds of overtake.
So he's got more than half, and he's used some push to pass. He's used 3 seconds, JT. Palou. Abel's a lap down. Armstrong, Foster, Siegel, and Power, the only retirements so far officially from this event. Desperately trying to continue on. Sort of a do-or-die situation right now as we take a replay on the timing tower. So the racing gonna fall in. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad of a situation. As we come up then with 6 laps to go here at St. Pete.
6 to go.
There's the radio, confirming it. Let's check in for the last time today then with Fox Sports.
And Kiffin Simpson ahead. Stingray Rob doing a nice, tidy job of things at the moment. Doesn't have to let Alex Palou through the gap now. Less than 7/10 for the entirety of the lap. Think about these 3 drivers. Think about what each of them has achieved. Alex Palou, a 3-time champion. Joseph Newgarden, a 2-time champion. Scott Dixon, a 6-time champion. Between the 3 of them, 100 MTT IndyCar Series wins. Which one of them will make it 101? It's anyone's race.
Nice start there from Will Buxton. I'm liking him on commentary. He's done surprisingly well.
How has Will Buxton gone from...
Overtake behind, 29.
Yeah, how has Will Buxton gone from if you take the checkered flag first, you win, which means you get to stand on the top of the podium.
Palou's got through on Siegel. Palou's got through on Siegel. That was crucial.
Outside.
It's literally been 3 months. It's insane how it changed from F1
Look
to
at that.
IndyCar.
Look at Stingray Rob. He got completely out of the way for Joseph Newgarden. That's that technical alliance coming in, isn't it? And he's got out of the way of Dixon as well. So Stingray Rob has now put them 1, 2, 3 in the race. Stingray Rob is the race director. He's put them all in line. And now, with 5 to go, it's anybody's guess. But Dixon's dropped back a bit more. It's Newgarden chasing Palou. Chip Ganassi versus Team Penske.
So, Stingray Rob giving Alex Palou a little bit of a sting, which allows Newgarden and Dixon to catch up to the leader of Palou.
Very nicely put there, JT.
Still have mixture 1 if you want it.
Yeah, he seems okay right now, doesn't he, Palou? He doesn't seem to be in too much problem. He's got 27 seconds left to push to pass. Joseph Newgarden's got 29.
So 5 to go, but Robert Schwartzman...
There's the line on the radio. Schwartzman's coming
4
up.
to go.
Schwartzman's coming up next, though, JT, and that's going to be the big one. Hang on, why has it come to 5 to go on the Fox graphic? It's 4. There we go. It went up. It went up. They can't confuse it, can they? Oh.
Car in front of you is Schwarzman. He's the last car in the lead lap.
I'll mute the radio on the last half of the lap, and then I can unmute it after the check-in if you want.
That sounds good to me.
Staying with Alex Blow until the end, unless something chaotic happens.
Actually, leave it open, to be fair, because just be ready to change between Palou, Newgarden and Dixon if any of them win the race. And we can hear live reactions of our race winners. 3 to go coming up. Because as they come out the last corner, we can call it, because it's after the flag that they start talking. 3 laps to go here at St. Petersburg.
3 to go.
Yeah, he's buzzing him as he comes into turn 1, so I've got plenty of time to get my race-winning stat out of the way. Newgarden coming in, Dixon in. Look at this. Who's going to start the season best? Dixon's my pick a winner, but he's dropped 2.2 seconds, JT.
Yeah, I think Palou's got it. He just needs to control it. Newgarden drops back to a second. Push to pass is currently Palou 24, Newgarden 29, Dixon 44.
It's an incredible...
More traffic coming.
Oh, no. Trying to see who that is on the timing screen. On the way, it's the 83.
83, 90, 76, and I believe as well...
Simpson in the 8.
The 8, yes.
Yeah. So Schwartzman will be it. 2 laps coming up on the board. It'll be the white flag next time by. This is popcorn. Grab it for 2 to go. But, you know, I think we're all right, to be fair.
2 to go.
He did that a bit early. Didn't get to turn 1 this time. There's this pace car. Only used once today.
Which is completely in the open, by the way.
Yeah. Just sort of sitting there. It's only been used once at the opener. It's been a green flag run race, which isn't too bad, but I'm hoping NASCAR is the same, apart from the stage breaks, obviously. This year we have stage breaks, of course. Last year we didn't on the road courses. He gave it up at Kota. Now at least we will have some entertainment. Past the harbour. Into the last hairpin. Newgarden's backed off as well, 1.5. Palou's used push to pass and hybrid power, and he's going to use the lap traffic for his advantage. White flag in the air here at St. Petersburg, the first of 17 races coming to a close. White flag.
Last lap, the gap behind is now 1.6.
This is going to be but can Dixon make it...
I like the flag graphics.
I do. It makes it nice, doesn't it? It's not too invasive. But can Dixon get ahead of Newgarden and make it Chip Ganassi 1-2? And then it'll be Penske 3-4 with Scotty Mack dropping down the order. Alex Palou, however, in the number 10, we sort of wrote him off.
Penske car what?
Yeah. It's Chip Ganassi car. Palou was written off coming into this race as Dixon's going for it on the inside, and he's got ahead of Newgarden. Dixon makes it a 1-2 for Chip Ganassi Racing. But Alex Palou, the 3-time champion, the reigning champion, never ever count him out. He exits the last corner, his first race with DHL livery branding, and he puts it back to the top. Alex Palou wins at St. Petersburg.
All right, checker flag. Great job, everybody. Great job.
Dixon second.
Woo-hoo! Let's go, boys. Yes. Thank you so much. 1-2. What happened to Newgarden?
He had to save fuel last minute. Dixon was able to get him.
Let's go! Yay! Thank you so much, guys. Oh, what an amazing job during the off-season. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone at Chip Ganassi Racing. Thank you, DHL. Let's go!
Dixon.
Yep, let's hear from Dixon. He finishes in second place. And
God, I don't know if you could hear us now or not.
Chip Ganassi.
G's going on there, and you know all the work they had to do coming back from like 12th or 13th. At one point, they were 30 seconds back. What a great race. Unbelievable.
Congratulations, Chip.
Thank you.
What a race. What a race. Joseph Newgarden finishing in 3rd position then. And to get taken out there at the last moment of the event. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. I'd written off Pelot this weekend. I didn't think he had it in him. But he played the strategy game, JT, and it went to perfection.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely amazing. There, I believe. Is that Stingray Rob again?
Yes, it is. Back in front. Just takes him at the end. What a race. And next up, we've got the wonderful circuit at Thermal Club, which is going to be an interesting one. Race control messages. Scott Dixon moved from 3rd to 2nd. I've now found that information screen for race control messages. I have them back.
On with Alex Pelot as he heads down towards the tree lane.
Yep. Let's cross over to our Fox colleagues then for all of the analysis post-race, and you'll hear me and JT lumbering up in the middle. But Alex Pelot heads down to pit road. Let's fade over to the world feed.
And I tell you, folks, the first 1-2 for Ganassi since 2023 in Mid-Ohio.
We'll air you out.
I mean, this thing wasn't terribly compelling through the middle portions of the race, but the rear of the field, Stingray Rob. And again, a lot of credit to Stingray Rob. I mean, he's racing trying to stay on the lead line because you never know what can happen with a caution. But I will say this, once Pelot was able to clear him, he really did the gentlemanly thing and let Dixon and Newgarden chase after him.
I've just seen the FA Cup.
What was the FA Cup? Was
there he is.
Alex Pelot celebrating on the car. Come on, JT.
Spoiler alert, I'll give people to mute. Fulham just knocked Man United out.
Oh.
On penalties.
Oh. Okay. That is quite big. I'll give JT time to get his handheld, and we'll hear from Pelot.
Where they left off last season, very much the team, the driver to beat. And Jamie Little, I know, is down there, and we'll be getting a word with our man in just a few seconds. But look at the joy on his face and barely a bead of sweat on his head. That is your champion. That is your race winner. That is Alex Pelot. Jamie Little down there with him now.
Yes, and Alex Pelot, hugs all around by his team. You told me yesterday you just couldn't put the pieces together in qualifying. How did you put the pieces together today and hold off Newgarden like you did for that last run?
Yeah, what an amazing job by everyone at Chip Ganassi Racing, HRC, DHL, and everybody at the 10 car. They gave me everything I needed this weekend to win. I told you yesterday that we had a really, really fast car, so was looking forward to the race. Our strategy changed a lot during that first yellow, but so glad that we got that number 10 victory lane. It's been 138 days since Nashville, and been dreaming about this every single night.
But who's counting? Let's talk about the moment that you got in front of your teammate and how heads up you were. Was that the pivotal moment for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he got trapped in traffic a little bit. That's why I guess the 10th stand decided to pit a little bit early. We had a really clean outlap, could run fast, and then just open a gap from there.
How about this? You get your first win at St. Petersburg and you kick off the season with a win. What does this do for you and your team moving forward?
It's huge. It's huge. I'm super happy. Honestly, we've been working really, really hard, but it's been a place that we struggled a lot in the past, especially me personally. So to start with the win in 2025 season, it's amazing.
Alex Pelot wins at St. Pete.
Certainly did. Great drive, guys. What has everybody got to do now as you enter a new season? And all winter long, everybody will have been looking at Alex Pelot thinking, what can we do? How can we train harder? How can we learn more? How can we turn up more prepared than this guy? And he turns up with his biggest fan and just does what he does best. Wins on the streets of St. Pete to start the year off perfectly. That's a beautiful moment.
It is. Beautiful daughter, Lucia.
I feel like she's been in more victory lanes in IndyCar than most drivers have.
Deservedly so. Her dad, unbeatable, unstoppable. Alex Palou, your winner on the streets of St. Pete. This, the moment pretty much that sealed it. Getting ahead of Scott Dixon at the blend line. Crossing the checkers, taking the win.
Okay, let's check in quickly with Tom Gaymore before we come back up here in the box. Tom, over to you.
Well, a lot of people had Colton Herta, Scott McLaughlin down, but it's Alex Palou, the driver that you just can never discount. He is a machine. You run out of superlatives when you're talking about the Professor. He's gone and done it from 8th on the grid. He never won around here, and Penske have won 7 of the last 10 races, but if you look at the last couple of years, it's Chip Ganassi now 2 wins in the last 3 years. You have to go all the way back to 2011 and Dario Franchitti for their last win. Beyond that, it's been a wonderful start to this NTT 2025 IndyCar season, and it's been an absolute joy and a pleasure to bring you Sky IndyCar's coverage on Sky Sports F1. I hope you've enjoyed all of the racing today. Lots of things to build on when we head to Thermal. We'll be heading to Thermal in a couple of weeks' time at the end of this month. And of course, that was an exhibition last year. It is a race. It counts for points this year. The winner in 2024, first time at Thermal, that man there, Alex Palou. Well, would he go from 2 in this 2025 championship? We'll have to wait and see. But for the others, you know, for Andretti, they ended 2024 on such a high. Colton Herta has been so quick here this weekend, and they almost sort of snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, don't there? So many little things get in the way, and they're going to really have to iron out those little things to beat the likes of Team Penske, Chip Ganassi, Alex Palou.
Yeah, they really are. And we'll come up now to the comm box and give you a new view. Hello, everybody. Up there in the comm box, am I looking okay? Yes, I am. How do I look, JT, up here in the booth?
Is my mic good, first of all?
Yes, yeah, absolutely fine. Hello.
Awesome. The beep tests worked. I'm just loading up your stream. Hold on. Where is it?
I'm hoping this works because there's our TV pictures that we've been commentating on throughout the race.
Classic adverts. Hold on. There we go. Give you money. That works all right. I don't have my tripod set up, so I'll just stare at a McLaren and talk to you.
Yes, I kind of figured that you might be doing that as well. But this is what we're testing out to see if we can have another one throughout the broadcast throughout this year. Let's take a look. There's Alex Palou taking the race win. But JT, it was a really incredible race. He came out of nowhere and got the strategy ASAP correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex Palou wasn't patient. Well, he was patient, and he did it going. And, well, Scott McLaughlin, unlucky Chip Ganassi, absolutely loving it down there.
Yeah, they really are, and I think that's the best sort of middle finger they can give to Penske, who's had an interesting start. Let's head down in here from Scott Dixon and Kevin Lee.
Spot at the end, but I'm sure you're thinking, what could have been? What were you dealing with that really impacted your race?
Yeah, that was frustrating. We had no radio, so, you know, kind of just flying blind out there. And ultimately, I think they were trying to call me in because in that last lap we had before we pitted, there was just so much traffic and we lost 2 or 3 seconds, and that's where, you know, the 10 car got us. So definitely frustrating. I think we had the speed, we had a great car. You know, I think the pit stops are fantastic. Just would have been nice to have a radio so I could kind of know what was going on out there. But kudos to the 10 car, and congrats to Chip and everybody on the team, the PNC Bank number 9. You know, Honda did a fantastic job there, especially with fuel mileage. So, yeah, frustrated, man. I thought we really had that one, and we came up short.
What is that like to have no communication with the pit for an entire race?
You're out there by yourself, of course, but then when there's no radio to talk to, you know, even fuel mileage, you're not sure if you're getting the mileage you need to make it to the next window. you know, what's happening even with spotters or anything like that. So it is
So
it's definitely
that's
tough
why
to
nothing came
run a
through on
full
Scott
strategy
Dixon's
in a full
radio.
race like that to make sure, you know, you're kind of running off just a fuel light to see that, you know, you're going to get into the pits. But ultimately, it cost us the race.
Essentially, Scott Dixon did this strategy on his own. Seems pretty impressive to finish second. Now to Jack Harvey.
Yeah, I'm here with third place finisher Joseph Newgarden. You started 10th, you finished third. That's a great race for you and your team. How did you guys manage to get there?
Yeah, it was a great race by the two team. You know, a couple hiccups, but this team fought really hard. You know, it starts with a really great car. We've had a good car all weekend. I think could have qualified higher than 10th. Yeah, I said that yesterday, and I felt like our car today was certainly capable of winning. Just didn't quite get there for, you know, a couple reasons. The pit cycles, obviously, we needed to go longer, and then we had a shift at the end that we didn't realize, so kind of had to give up that second place. But it was a great fight from our team. This is a good start for us. I mean, look, we're on the podium. We got some points. We'd like to keep these points on the board and then have a good, solid year. It's a long season. You got to go all the way. And I'm happy to be back with this team. Happy to see the energy here to start the year in IndyCar. You know, everything's very positive right now. So thank you to Team Chevy. Sorry we couldn't get the win. And obviously PPG's been here with us, backing us. Always loved driving this PPG car. Normally it's a little more lucky, but we had a bunch of people here supporting. And we'll just got to get ready to go to the next one.
Congratulations, buddy.
And you know, you can see the disappointment in both of their faces because both of them felt, and I think rightfully so, that they both had a shot at victory today.
Yeah, hearing Scott Dixon not having a radio, all I can say is, wow. I get the frustration. Phenomenal to still compete, be in the mix, get through traffic without a spotter. Are you kidding me? And to still finish second. That's what Dixie does.
Incredible performance from him, from his teammate, from the whole organization. What a great way to kick off the season here in St. Pete. Heck of a first start of the season.
Incredible strategy, a crazy race, 3 champions, your top 3 drivers, and your reigning champion running home as race winner. Next on Fox, it's NASCAR Race Day, live from COTA, Austin, Texas. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a great race. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Nice to hear from them too, as well as we are closing in. And JT's doing something behind the scenes. I've got no idea what. So while he does that, I'll take you through the race results. It's Alex Below who is victorious here from Scott Dixon in second, Joseph Newgarden third, Scott McLaughlin fourth, Kyle Kirkwood fifth, Marcus Ericsson in sixth, Felix Rosenquist in seventh, Christian Lundgaard eighth, Venus VK ninth, Alexander Rossi rounds out your top 10. Palou is in, Pato O'Ward in 11th, Graham Rahal in 12th, David Malukas 13th, Santino Ferrucci 14th, Christian Rasmussen 15th, Colton Herta 16th, Connor Daly 17th, Kiffin Simpson 18th, Callum Ilott 19th, Robert Schwartzman in 20th, Stingray Rob 21st, Devlin DiFrancesco 22nd, Jacob Abel 23rd. Out of the race, Marcus Armstrong after touching the wall, Nolan Siegel in contact with Will Power, and Louis Foster were out on the opening lap of the race. JT, what are you doing out there? Looks like he's. I think he's trying to get the tripod set up the same way we are over here as well in the comms box, which is going to be an entertaining system to try and see what he's going to be up to, as well as we'll just have to navigate several other issues that are cropping up here in the comms box as well. So it has been a fantastic opening IndyCar race of the year as well. It really has been something special, but we are all anticipating what we are going to see when we head to the next event on the calendar, and that is going to be the wildly unpredictable Thermal Club, which this year becomes a race, not just the $1 million challenge. So there is caution in the air as to what we could see. But JT, if you can hear me, we really do need to go off air. Because we've only got an hour till NASCAR. And I don't think he's there. Okay. I think we've got a problem. Coming in.
My camera's failed, so I can't do anything.
Oh, I thought you were doing something. Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Okay, I'm with you now as to what that problem was. Okay, well, it has been a very interesting weekend here. What are we going to see in round 2 of the season? That comes up at Thermal Club. My thanks to JT as well. My thanks to Jackson and to Omi and the international feed. We shall be back for all of the action at the Thermal Club in a couple of weeks' time. Take care. Bye-bye.